That's, yep. Hello. Welcome to Polymorphed D&D.
Yeah.
That's right, we're back. Did you miss us? Probably not. But you got us back anyway. So, without further ado, because we've definitely been talking a lot already on stream. Cool. Let's get into the recap. So, last session started off with Dara kind of looking for the missing and poisoned Arisa. Didn't take long to find her, and the two returned to the outcasts. The rest of you, or all of you at this point, gathered to study the things that you had collected or found from the various books that you had been reading. You managed to compile the information, finding out things that Isidore supposedly made some deal with some sort of fiendish entity, perhaps, to get the vampiric powers. That the powers also exceed that which a vampire would normally have. You learned about Evangeline, the vanquisher of Isidore, and her mythical blade, one of the 12 masterpieces of the Aldersmith. And you learned a few different things, like the monoliths and the dark magics that Isidore has been using. While you were looking into all this and comparing notes, you were called to a meeting with Vera, where you were told that scouts had sighted the Nighttide Brigade in the city. You finished your note comparisons and then headed out to investigate this, as you were told to. You went to the garrison, where you found Fritz, along with his new squadron that he was leading, kind of getting swarmed by these vampires and guards. So you jumped into the fray, helped him out for old time's sake. Some of you just helping out because I guess Storm and Dara wanted to. Or well, Arisa would know Fritz as well. Obviously.
Yeah.
Tazio didn't. He was just like joining for the sake of it, I guess.
In for the ride.
You returned to the outcasts with Fritz and the others, where you kind of talked for a bit, reported what you had discovered to Vera. You then took a bit of a detour to the library to just waste some time, I guess. Storm researched some old artifacts. Arisa researched or studied exotic animals. Tazio looked at some various arcane texts, and Fritz strolled around pretending to read something, but actually just kind of walked. Tazio also began crafting the magical enchantments for Storm's sword, as it might come in handy for the battle against Isidore himself, which you seem to be preparing for more and more at this point. And so, before you can actually go and challenge this tyrant, you also had to take down perhaps the biggest obstacle in your way, which is the monolith stood right outside Venderthal's palace. You went there, you strategized, you cast a bunch of fireballs on it, trying to preserve the thermite powder that you had found in what you presumed to be Kessler's home. And eventually it did crack. But in the meantime, you were getting swarmed more and more by minions, some of whom you managed to deal with, others that were significantly more difficult, along which there was a plate-armored bat rider wielding a scythe, some sort of vampiric woman that only some of you managed to barely get a good look at. But eventually, all of you managed to make your way out. Storm and Tazio were the first to leave, as they had positioned themselves in a kind of good place to make their escape as soon as the monolith fell. Fritz managed to just like barrel through the people and just run away with just full rage mode on. Dara struggled as usual to make her exit, but eventually succeeded, and Arisa turned into a fly. Basically an untargetable, invisible creature.
Amazing.
It's like you're in the middle of the darkness turning into a tiny little fly and just like zooming off you, and ain't no way anybody's ever gonna catch you. And that is where we ended the session, with all of you taking off, and I'm gonna go get my dice. But in the meantime, feel free to tell me what
Hydrate.
all of you
I
are
realize I haven't-
planning.
What are we doing now? Do we take a long rest?
Well,
Probably.
You have
Have we gotten back to
not
base?
been awake for that long.
yeah,
I forgot to mention that you went to Altwicker's funeral as well.
yeah.
But that was the first thing you did in the morning before you headed out to get the monolith. So it's only really been like an hour or two.
I guess
Dara
we're
has
continuing
to-
with
Yeah, we have work to do.
so I guess it's my shift.
Yeah. Taz has the first shift, then be Dara turn, and
Shift
Yeah.
what?
Right. Making
this
the
war.
item.
Oh,
we're
yeah.
basically there's a time you can't work too many hours on
You
making
work
crafting
8
items.
hours per day.
Yeah. So by having 2 people making, we can have 16 hours per day.
Yeah, when Dara is free, I want to pull her aside at the like bar place or something and talk.
Sure.
Which is free at the
We can
beginning.
assume that you all just made your way back and regrouped. We don't have to play any more of the actual escape thing. So you're all back at the outcast hideout. Storm and Tazio, you get there first. Tazio, you start working on the item in your own little quiet corner of this bustling hideout. Storm, you head over to the bar and wait for Dara to come back to
Yes,
pull her
Storm?
aside. Eventually, Fritz, you get there around the same time that Dara and Arisa do. Storm, you see Dara enter, so if you want to...
Yeah, pull her. Can I have a chat with you, Dara, for a moment?
Of course.
Perfect. Come along and sit down at one of the tables.
Hmm?
So, I just wanted to ask what your thoughts are. Are you willing to steal or not when we are inside the castle?
Look, I'm not interested in stealing. I will not stop you if you were to. That's how I see it. Look,
Okay.
I don't want to be a part of it, mostly, basically. But I'm basically going to be Jackson during the noble thing.
Okay. So, fuck. So, I have a new plan. That's all I'm saying, and this is a lot bigger. How are you? What are your thoughts if we kill Isidore? What happens next in your mind? Like, are you waiting for everyone to hear that Isidore is dead, because that will take a while, and then they come here and you get fame and glory because King Grimwald will salute you, or what are you thinking? Are you leaving straight away after we kill Isidore?
There's a thing I'd like to do afterwards, but I will see how prepared I feel for when if we take down Isidore.
Is it here or is it?
It's pretty far away. Requires probably a lot of travel.
West, east, north, or south?
Downwards.
Are you going to Drexonia?
No. The other downwards. The ground. The rock.
Oh, the rock.
At least I'm thinking about doing so.
We need to do something more about your Goliath, lads.
Something along those lines.
Are you
It's a thing I-
expecting us to join or not?
That's a good question.
Is there money, jewels down there?
I mean, jewels usually come from the ground, underneath the ground. So
Nice. Okay,
there are
but
rocks.
listen to my plan. This will be a bit problematic with your lovebird Arisa in the party, but you know, hopefully we can speak with her as well. Okay, so here's the plan. As I told you, it will take a while for them to know and come here when Isidore is dead. The information will spread quite slowly or fast, but it will take some days before they come here to Venderthal. That's when we open the vault with our thermiting powder. When we've done that, we escort 25,000 gold to carriages or something to then flee the land with the whole bank vault of gold, and they will be saved, but they will have no money left.
So basically, you want to bankrupt the entire country.
Yes. And then we can live our lives and go wherever we please, buy everything, and go underground if you so feel like. I have nothing else to do because I can live the rest of my days happy. Doesn't
Well,
that sound like a wonderful plan?
for you, maybe that is what you always wanted, but for me, no.
But then we can help your underground Goliath lads, eh?
Yes. Well, there's also the thing that I don't know how Arisa is going to take it with the whole. Well, basically you selling out her home. I don't know what's going to happen there.
Why would that make a difference? Then we can help her as well, or instead, if that's more important, because we have all the gold, so I don't have anything else to do.
Look, I don't even know if you can take all that treasure. That's the thing.
Like
And
this. While we're taking this, I have crewmates coming here because they think I'm dead because Tornado is showing the way here, and that's why we scried and we saw that they were on their way. While this
Wait, crewmate? You're an actual captain?
my crewmates are coming here, and then we use them to. They get a part of the gold, of course, because why wouldn't we be able to give some to the crew, of course. They come here, they help us lend out every gold as well, and we take it to the seas or wherever we like, because they have places to store that shit.
Just a quick note, Storm, just for your, you could do the calculations for this.
Yep.
Judging by how far away your crewmates are, they would probably not get here before the king and the army would start returning.
Okay, so how many days? Because we can wait with killing Isidore as well.
Right, but they might be...
Might take a long time.
Let me check.
You gotta consider the fact that the army might actually come sooner now that there is no cloud.
Yeah,
It
that's
might
actually
be
a big point.
emboldened.
That is actually a very good point.
So, okay, let me check. You would have found, well, they would have been at the intersection between Malstorm, Hartdorf, and Waterberg in southern Thromera on the 18th, and it is currently the 25th, so it has been about a week. So it'd be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 days from Menderthal.
Damn.
Assuming that they're traveling at a normal pace and headed straight towards Vanderthal. That would take them about 12 days to get.
I'll be
Okay.
right back.
Okay, so we just need to find carriages or horses. Or Arisa have spells, she can summon horses. You see, she would
Well,
be.
you don't. She doesn't necessarily get what she wants to some.
What does she want then?
Well, if she, for example, wanted horses, that doesn't necessarily mean that everything she summons will be a horse. Somebody might become wolves, elks.
You can use them as well. Elves.
Elks.
Oh yeah, you can use them as well.
Some of them might become rabbits or rats.
You can't use them.
Not for lack of trying. We
what do
know
you
he's
say?
going to put like 8 rabbits on one
What do you
carriage.
say about this very smart plan? We become rich, we help Arisa, we help you with your problems, and then we see what comes after that.
Look,
Because what will they do to us when we're outside the country?
look. I'm not the police. I'm not gonna police you on what to do. Just let me not be a part of this, okay? I will let
But-
you do.
I
That-
need you. I can't take all the gold. I'm just a simple lizard.
But you
I
have a
got
crewmate.
Tazio probably on my side though, but that's 2.
Yeah, and you still have to consider that what Fritz and Arisa would think.
Yeah, that's problematic.
Yeah, do you really want to make Fritz angry?
Of course, I don't want to make him angry, but he knows the motivation of the coworkers. So
Didn't you tell him before that our plans, and he said that he like didn't hear it? He pretended.
I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that. Yeah, right.
exactly. So he knows about the plans and just like
but not stealing the whole gold supply, just stealing 25,000.
Why specifically that number?
Because the bag of holding holds that much.
Have you been calculating how much space is in a bag of holding?
Yes, because I want to know how much gold we can fit. I am a thief, of course.
How? We already know that you have stolen things in the
Yes,
past.
and I
But
want
if-
my gold back because Levin wasn't the mole. I
What
came
did I
there
miss?
to
You
tell
want-
him
you
that
want-
he was the mole and he would give me back my 5,000 or 6,000 gold. He said he wasn't the mole and then his throat got slit.
I'm gonna say it like this. I will pretend that you just reclaimed something that was your own, and I will not do anything more about it. I will not tell anyone. I will not deny. I will not. I will just pretend it never happened.
Sounds lovely. Then do you have something to add?
No, not at this moment. I
Nice.
don't think I need that much gold anyway at the moment. You
But
may need it,
I
but
look forward. I don't look at the now. You see, you might need 500,000 gold in the future.
you're only taking 25,000.
No, I'm not. I'm taking all of it. If I have the chance. But then, life's difficult decisions. Because I can be the hero and get fame, or I can be the thief and be hunted forever.
Well, I know one thing, you're at least no gentleman thief, so that one is out of the window.
What the hell is a gentleman thief?
Basically, I abhor violence, but I'm gonna steal your gold anyway.
And you have some sort of honor code.
Yeah.
I have a little honor code.
I don't think the pirate's honor code count.
No.
Because the entire point of it is basically, there is no rules.
Not at land, at least. Okay, nice. I leave, and yeah. If I see the douchebag that had his feet on my chair, I will accidentally and then keep walking.
Okay, yeah, you do see the guy.
Nice.
Just bump into him.
Whoa.
He gets up and he just like stands there and he looks at you. Huh? What do you want, huh?
Nothing. What's your problem?
I don't know.
I accidentally walked into you, eh?
Yeah, so you get shanked, mate.
You say no. I do not get shanked here. Are you gonna shank the hero of the city? I don't think so.
You a hero, huh?
Huh?
Huh? Are you
Yeah.
a hero? I'm asking the question, are you?
Yes.
Okay.
Huh?
So, you killed Isidore, is that it?
Tomorrow. That's happening. Yes.
Yeah, I'll do that tomorrow. I'll also do that tomorrow, huh? See who gets there first, huh?
I'll
That's
doubt
right,
that.
didn't think so, and he just spits on the ground and sits back down.
How old does he look?
Maybe late 30s.
Does he have many friends?
He's sitting around a table with like 2 more people that are just staring at you.
Oh, and he's not staring at me anymore because he's faced towards them. I assume because
Yeah, he doesn't care about you anymore.
Yeah. Okay. I.
The other 2 are still looking at you, though.
Yeah, of course. I'm gonna fastly pull out the dagger and and nail it through his hand into the table.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Session
Attack.
is escalating quickly here. Yeah, make your attack roll.
That is a 20.
Hits. You slam your dagger down. Huh?
Non-lethal, of course.
You just like pierce it straight through his hand. The hand just gets stuck to the table. And just like lets out this roar of pain. And the other 2 immediately stand up and pull out their weapons, and he just like grabs the dagger, pulls it out, and then pulls his own scimitar, still wielding your dagger that you put in his hand. Roll damage for it.
He might be gone, but maybe not. He might be
I
strong
don't think so.
Please don't be a bandit leader or something like
now. 22.
Okay. Yeah, no, he's still standing. He's not bloodied or anything. That's fine.
Oh my god, I'm messing with wrong people.
Okay, so roll initiative.
I'm assuming everybody.
No, well, Dara can, because she's the only one who's right there. The rest of you would be elsewhere in the hideout.
I hope I could like
So
give it Decca straight away.
I got an
You
interesting
wanna hit KO
couple
is what you're trying to say there.
I got some interesting initiatives here. Okay, Storm, what did you get?
16.
16. Dara, are you...
Yes, 7.
Okay, so, with a natural 20, the guy goes first.
Oh, damn!
He's just gonna straight up start going ham with his 3 attacks. So he starts with his 2 scimitar attacks. That is a 17 and a 23.
Okay. I uncanny dodge one, the first one.
Okay, and then the offhand attack is only a 15, so that one misses, correct?
Yep.
Okay, so he, wow, rolls double 1s on his damage rolls. So 4 on the first and 4 on the second, halve the first one to 2, so you take 6 damage total. Yeah, I rolled like 1 and 1, that's pretty bad. Which means it's your turn next, Storm.
Nice. Was that a mosquito? And then I'm gonna try to hit him with my frickin' other short sword.
Sure.
That's a 15.
He parries it. You see, he gets his sword and just deflects the blow right as it was about to hit.
Okay, I attack
Bonus action.
that is a 14.
Misses.
Great.
Doesn't even have to parry.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay, Dara, you're up next.
Did you say he had like 2 people with him or something?
Yeah, there are 2 more guys that they've stood up, they've pulled
Can I
out
walk
their
up,
scimitars.
stand on a table? On a table behind me or something?
Sure.
Nice.
You jump up on the table. There are people sitting around it, obviously.
Yep.
You see, they are now getting angry because you spilled out their ale. So you have about 4 more people that are about to enter this combat now.
Oh my god! I didn't want to. I like a.
So you jump up, you instant well, there are no empty tables.
Okay, great.
You spill all the ale, you step in some sandwich of some sort. You see, they instantly get up and start pulling out their weapons. And they're like, "You gonna pay for that!" There are now 6 other guys and the guy you stabbed that are out to get you. Dara.
I feel like he has done this. He's continuing to goof up, so I'm gonna hold my action for casting a certain spell. If things go south, I would like to cast Banishment to make it not as bad. If things go way south.
Okay, sure. I'll allow that.
Way south. I have 6 lads on me. It's way south.
So, with a natural 1 I rolled for the other initiative, it is now their turn. I rolled a nat 20 and a nat 1 for the 2 types of initiatives. And since the other 4 guys are going to be considered the same type of a creature, they will go on this turn as well. So, they all kind of surround the table. So, everybody gets flanking.
Everybody?
Yeah, because there's an even number and you're on a relatively small table, so they're all...
Step on the table, it would be better for me, so...
No.
Okay.
There are now going to be 6 flanking attacks.
Lovely.
First one, that is 18. Second attack, that is a 14, misses. Third attack, misses. Fourth attack, hits with a 20. Fifth attack, 15 is a miss, right?
Yep.
Sixth attack, that is a natural 20. So the first to normals, you do have your uncanny dodge.
Yeah, I know. I uncanny dodged nat 20.
Okay. First attack is 7 damage, second attack is 2 damage, and then the one you uncanny dodge is 11 damage, half to 5.
DM, I would like to make a just to make a thing I just realized.
Sure.
Since I haven't actually short rested, I'm actually out of spell slots.
Great.
So
Do you want to change your held action?
let's say I just waste my action looking, basically, instead.
Yep, sure. Which brings us to the top of the round. So it is now the guy you stabbed who's going, and he seems to be like the most buff in this group. You know?
Does he fit around the table as well? This is...
Yes, but he's not gonna get the flanking because the other ones are already paired up and flanking with each other. So he's just gonna move up because there are like 8 slots around a 5-foot space. So you know, one more guy can fit this melee range if interested.
If things go very south, I have to fireball, and that would be unfortunate.
Oh yeah, then you're pretty much gonna purge half of the outcasts. So
Probably Dara as well, because she is in the same room.
Let's face it, by this point you've antagonized the military and you've now antagonized the underground. Like, you have
yeah, Storm isn't good at making
the
friends.
peasantry left, I guess. I guess the peasantry is the only thing left.
Well, he has slaughtered a random orc peasant in a different city with a lightning strike.
Okay, so he got about like a third of the peasants left. Then he antagonized the entire Dawn world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is a 16 a hit, or did your AC go up? Okay, so only one of his attacks hit. That is 7 damage. Which brings us back to your turn, Storm.
Nice. Yeah, this does not look too good for Captain Storm. So I'm on the table. So can I jump over them?
Yeah, there's like one open spot that you can jump out to.
Nice. I do that, and then I run for the rest of the.
Do you disengage?
Oh, do I have to do that? Or
Well, you can take 7 attacks of opportunity as well.
Ah, nice.
You
Yeah,
have uncanny dodge now.
Yeah, I disengage and run towards the rest of the coworkers. Nice.
Okay.
Oh, dash, of course.
Okay. So you disengage with your action or bonus action and dash with the other.
Why did even more have to join?
Well, you did want to jump up on that table and people were gathered around it and you spilled their stuff, so...
I had 3, I didn't have fucking 7.
No, maybe. Maybe not. Yeah, you start dashing full speed out of there. You see... yeah, Dara, you're up next. You see this happen.
Is there a way I could basically cast Minor Illusion to say, this is the day you almost caught Captain Storm in another direction, so they think he's going that way?
Make a deception check.
Okay, let us see how... I have pretty high deception, so... 15.
Okay. Alright, yeah. Sure. So, that ends your turn, because I assume you don't want to do anything more. The, lesser 6 guys that Storm managed to anger will kind of, like, look over towards the, or, well, 2 of them will look towards the guy that got stabbed in the hand, and the guy will just, like, point in the direction that, that your illusion came from, and just say, like, what are you waiting for? Go after him! The others, however, just look at each other and, but it went that way.
Who is smarter?
Well, I know who's smarter. Question is who gets the high roll.
Who they will listen to.
Okay. Fortunately for you, the seemingly leader figure keeps pointing the direction Dara did the illusion. Like,
Nice.
I heard him over there! And the other two just like nod and start making their way off in that direction. The other four that got their food trampled will just like give up. It's not worth, a wild chase through the entire hideout. And just kind of sigh, like push the rest of the stuff down on the floor and just sit down defeated. I'll consider this to be out of initiative.
Nice.
Storm,
The sad part is we can never return to that particular spot of the outcasts ever again. That chair is forever gone.
Again, he's slowly antagonizing the entire fucking Dawn world.
Yep.
Storm always thinks he's better than he is.
Storm, you go running, and as you're kind of looking for people that you know, you turn a corner and you just run straight into Vera. She just staggers back, manages to like grab a shelf or something and stabilizes herself. What's the hurry?
I stabbed the man in the hand. And now they are 6 people, yeah. And I'm one. Bad idea. I stepped up on the table where other ones heated up, wanted to fight, so here I am. I look back, does it look like they're coming?
No.
Nice. Oh, yeah.
Storm, I'm very tired. This is not what I need right now.
Yeah. Same. How's your day going?
Well, about an hour or two ago, I attended a funeral.
Oh yeah, that was not too long ago, right?
That wasn't very fun.
No, that was not very fun.
So I'd say my day has not been on top so far.
Yeah, understandable. Well, I wish you a better day, Vera.
Well, I believe you could start off by giving me a report of what you were up to.
Oh yeah,
earlier.
right. The
You were
monolith
going-
is destroyed. Bang.
Some good news, at least. I will send some
Perfect.
people out, and I'll try to convince the clerics to use their magic to communicate with our Stromwick chapters and maybe in the Blue Dale chapter.
Is there something more we should do before finding Isidore? Something new that's popped up?
I did go over the notes you gave me, the things you compiled, the information, and I consulted Colton. There's some interesting things in there, but also quite worrisome. Maybe before you head out again, come find me with the rest of your companions.
Of course. We are probably tomorrow or the day after that, I think.
Well, let's have a talk before then.
Of course.
That shouldn't be too hard to find.
Keep a weather eye out.
I'm gonna
Sure.
point out that making that magical weapon is gonna take days.
It's only really like 2.5 days since you're both working
Yeah.
on it, basically
Yeah.
day and night. Like you're gonna be working a combined total of like 16 hours a day, and you've already gotten the first part done.
We have
from
8
last
hours
session.
already.
Yeah, so you have 2 full days of like 16 hours of work. So at the end of this day, if you kind of stay up a bit longer, and you both take your turns,
Yeah, I'm already doing mine.
then you'll have another 16 hours done. Yeah, I know Tazio's working on it, but just like once he finishes, if Dara, you take like the
Wait,
the
so it's
late
only like
shift.
5 days per week?
Hmm?
5... Is it only like 5...
Well,
shift
it's
per
like it would be 5 work days.
Okay, yeah.
for the full thing.
Mm-hmm.
And a work day is considered like 8 hours.
Okay. Perfect.
So
I thought it was like 7 first. So that's good.
No, I think it's just 5 in a way. I can double check it. I have the stuff open here. I might be mistaken. Or actually, did I lose where I wrote that down? Because I think it's like a 5-day total.
Mm-hmm.
I wait for Dara, and then I walk with her to the others. Nice.
Sure. Do the rest of you want to do anything while I look this up?
No.
Not really.
I wanna sit down in a corner and tend to my wounds and make sure everybody's alright.
Sure.
I'm just sitting in my quiet place and working.
If
Checking-
I see Arisa sitting in a corner, I head to her corner.
Oh, this is gonna be interesting. Yep. You walk around a bit, keeping an eye open for these 7 people that you angered. You only really remember the face of like the main guy, but you reckon that you could recognize them in a group. Either of the two smaller groups. You don't see them, but you do eventually find Arisa.
Hello there, Arisa. Are you
Hello.
alright after the fight against the vampires?
I'm alright. Quite a beating. Having to make sure everybody got away safely, but thankfully we got an opening.
Indeed, nice. How's what's your idea of what's happening after we kill Isidore?
Not quite sure.
Okay.
I guess depending on maybe continuing my pilgrimage.
What is pilgrimage?
A sort of spiritual journey, but not of the religious sense.
Does
More,
pilgrimage acquire
more-
gold?
Sometimes.
Ah, how
It-
lovely! How much gold would Arisa like to have?
Enough to get by.
Perfect. So we're going to steal the whole vault of Twin Grimwald, and then you have enough for your life. And you're I don't know. if-
Arisa just stares back at Storm at this point, kind of baffled over the
I know,
entire
it's
situation, wondering what's
baffling.
happening.
Isn't it a great plan?
Did you listen to any of the words I just said?
Enough to get by, and you get by
Yes.
with 500,000 gold in your pocket, don't you?
That's more than enough to get by, sure, but why would I grab it from the vault? That's not my goal.
But it will be when we kill Isidore, as Tazio said.
No, that
Founders
not still
keepers.
constitute under.
Foundry keepers.
So you mean if I find your sword laying somewhere in a corner, that would be my sword?
Absolutely.
Can I make an insight check there?
I mean, yeah, for sure. Storm, are you...
Because
At
my
the
character
moment,
very much
Storm is
knows that.
not lying. He just because he wants to convey Arisa.
Oh, we,
Then make a persuasion check. On disadvantage, obviously, because you have your scars.
Oh yeah, fuck.
mhm.
But you have luck.
Nice.
Oh,
Natural
wait,
one.
you don't.
Okay. No disadvantage needed then. I'm pretty sure that just by default, even if you also not won it, your insight is higher than Storm's charisma. So
Yes.
you kind of see through this that maybe he means it, but at the same time he's kind of just saying it to convince you. It's like, yeah, he would be willing to give you the sword just to prove the point, because he will be able to buy like billions of new swords if this succeeds. So
Plus, he gets a new sword in like a few days.
Yes. So
I looked into it, by the way. It's a week. I
I
was
see
mistaken.
what
It's not
you're
5
trying to
days.
say, but I'm still
But-
not sure. Have you talked to Dara about this?
Yes, and she said that she won't care if I do it. She said that as long as I'm not part of the, it. So I will
That
get
sounds very
away.
much like she's trying to, disassociate herself from this entire situation.
My plan was going to, tie you up and when we leave the door, because you were not going to be with the plan. But talking
At
is
this point, I actually give out a loud chuckle when he says he's going to tie me up.
I actually can feel like that one happening.
But we are co-workers. We need to talk with each other. So that's why. What are your points? Why don't we just take the gold and live our rest of our lives happy?
Well, there's more to life than just gold, but I'm not
Like
inherently opposed to it.
Love.
It depends on what about the people here, the people who originally had claim to the gold.
But that's the thing. We saved Venderthal. That's why we can take the gold, because they have their town back, but we just had the gold.
But
So-
without the gold, wouldn't they starve?
No, because they have. They can make bread and stuff. You don't need gold for that. Farmers. That's the name.
This is gonna turn into like
How much
the
gold do
introduction
they have?
course to economy.
How much gold?
I'm trying to avoid that, my
Aw.
dear DM.
I don't want to think about how much gold I have. A mole. I had 6,000 gold. That's
No, I
not
mean how
gold.
much in the vault and how much
Oh.
were you planning on taking?
I was planning to take all of it.
How are you going to carry all that gold?
You see this bag? I opened the bag.
I stick my head in it. Can I
Okay.
stick my head in it to see like?
Yep. Arisa's head falls off and dies. No. Yeah, you stick your head in it, and it's almost like you're in like a soap bubble, looking into like a seemingly quite infinite void.
I pop my head out. Wow, where did you get that?
From Helga Schutz, we stole it.
All right. I forgot where we got that thing.
But that was a mission from Vera, of course. So,
Cool. Well, that would certainly do it.
yep.
How about this? Depending on how much gold is in the vault, I'm willing to look the other way, or potentially even help, steal some of it. Just
Okay.
enough, so there is enough for people here to not be in a famine.
So like 100,000 gold.
That depends very much on how much there is there, and how
Okay.
much we can carry.
Nice. Pleasure talking with you, Arisa.
Thank you. I reach out my hand to meet his.
I will, of course, give this information to Tazio as well, and Fritz, I'm not sure, but because he's with the Brigadiers, and me talking with him while the Brigadiers are near. No.
Poor Fritz.
Sad Fritz.
It's Brigadiers can't be trusted. Nice.
I'm
Then
guessing
I
all
go-
this counts as a short rest, right?
Sure. But you're probably not gonna do much else today anyway, so
Exactly.
you'll probably be taking a long rest before long.
Then I'll go recap most of the things to Tazio. So
Okay,
what to do-
as you're walking over
Oh,
towards
you know.
Tazio, still on the lookout for these people that you angered,
Yep.
you feel somebody like prod your shoulder, and you spin around, afraid that it's gonna be like the big guy you stabbed, but you see instead Helga standing there, and she just puts a hand on your shoulder and says, "That is a very nice bag you have there. You're the one with the candlestick from the funeral, correct?"
Of course. Thank you very much.
You have excellent taste, I must say. I had a bag like that once.
Oh, how lovely. Yes, much in common we have in
Yes.
taste.
As a matter of fact, we do. How about you come and see me tonight?
Where exactly?
Oh, I've got a nice corner.
Oh my fucking. Yes, of course. I'll do that. See you then.
Don't leave me waiting. And she just winks at you and walks off.
Oh,
Storm just said that to get her away from me. Nice.
yeah, I understood that.
What?
What? He's not gonna sleep with Helga.
Storm, this is your chance of finally becoming a noble.
Poggers!
Okay.
Oh.
So
You
let's
can become
go.
rich.
Wait.
Richer.
Okay, I recap to Tazio. What do you think about the plan, Taz?
Well, I have an idea on how we can make it even better.
Now, tell me.
If we can get, by killing, Isidore, we can just negotiate to get like maybe three tokens, in the
Exactly.
outcast, and then we have this checkpoint right here. I'm currently working on a spell that makes us teleport far distances, and I need to, remember teleportation circuits and stuff. So, I already know one back home. So what we can do is that we will teleport with our 3 tokens back home and connect to that teleportation pad. Then we can go through the teleportation circles infinite times without having to cast a spell. And then we can transfer the gold much quicker than doing it in a carriage.
Here's the thing. Arisa won't take all of the gold. She still wants us to
I mean,
the city to be thriving without.
I don't think that
I want to
can...
point out just this real quick. My character, unless you intentionally misunderstood, my character specifically said the opposite, just enough to get by for the city.
Yeah.
Not thriving, not going
Yes.
decent, just to get by was the
nice.
requirement.
Okay. I don't think it would be possible for us to take the
Stop
whole
it from being a
vault
famine.
with us.
Yeah.
Because the bag
But do you know
can
the
only
spell?
contain 25,000.
But do you know the spell?
What?
Do you know the spell?
I'm currently working on it.
Okay.
But I think it will be soon. Before the army marches in. And then we can get it to Ether much quicker.
Okay.
Probably. If I remember
Sounds
right.
like a great plan.
Yes.
We
But
will-
it might take a while. We need to check with Vera to see if we can get 3 tokens by killing
we'll do
Isidore.
that before we kill Isidore.
Yeah,
Yes.
so we should ask him when I'm done with my shift here. You can ask her for that.
Okay, so everyone knows this except Fritz, so I will go talk to
Yes.
Fritz.
You should be careful because he didn't seem to be so keen of this plan.
Yes. Understand.
While they have been talking about this and recapping, could I have gone over to Fritz?
Oh fuck.
I mean, sure. That's fine by me.
I told you I hadn't talked with Fritz, you know this.
Mm-hmm. I know.
Yeah, so Fritz, you're sitting there with your soldiers, kind of just hanging out, taking care of the poor ruined hand of Lapsley. Just like he's making jokes about it and all. but it hurts still for him.
Yay.
And as you're
Hey,
doing
Fritz.
that, Arisa comes walking up.
Hey Fritz, how you doing? You holding up all right?
Yeah, I'm doing just fine. I haven't succumbed to the shame of running away from a battle, so I'm fine.
We did not run away. We lived to see another day. We accomplished the mission. And that's what's important. We freed the city from the malice. Would you not agree with that?
Fair enough. What do you want to talk to me about?
I was wondering how much. You said you were a forward scout party. Do you know when the rest of the army is coming, or when you were supposed to contact them?
Do I?
I mean, it was kind of like a report when you find something important, and then depending on what you guys find, you may get backup, you may just wait, you may have to return, you know. It was kind of like a we'll see what happens sort of thing.
Well, not really. See, the army coming here depends more on what we find rather than when they choose. How come?
I was more thinking, now with the cloud gone, whether or not they were going to act independently from you or not. It could stir up quite the lively fest if we had an army running in here when we are trying to potentially sneak in and kill Isidore. The commotion could put us all in danger if we're in the wrong spot.
I suppose.
So it's more about matter of information. Then I also wanted to just check that you and your men are doing all right.
We're holding up just fine, but well, I can't say when the army will arrive. I guess that's up to our group, actually. So as long as we stay here, I guess the army won't be coming anytime soon.
All right. Well, I guess I'll leave you to it then.
See you around.
See ya. And I kind of depart for the somewhere where I can get a drink.
Sure. You begin walking away. As you do, you see Storm coming around the corner.
I just give him a nod and then continue walking.
Same.
Yep. Storm, you
Boy.
continue
Drink,
past
can I tell
Arisa,
you?
and you see Fritz, who has just sat back down with his men. No.
Yeah, I talked with you. Yeah.
Yes.
Perfect. Go away from his part. Okay, so are you with your men, and how dedicated are you to the brigadiers?
Instant questions is loyalty.
Well, I'd say I'm pretty loyal, if that's what you're asking.
Okay. And what's loyalty in the brigade?
What?
What's loyalty in the brigade? Is it like, listening to what your captain is saying, do this, do that, but you can do other things as well that she didn't say you...
If you're implying that you're gonna suggest something that might put me in trouble with my superiors, then, well, I guess following you would be not very loyal for me.
But that, you see, what's your goal in life, Fritz? What's your goal? Is it to be a high-ranking member, earning 2 silver a month, or is it being rich with the co-workers, working with the outcasts and slaying dragons, killing kings, and getting destiny?
Fritz, you make more than a few silver per month, by the way.
Yeah.
I'd like to add, Storm, that I make a little more than a few silver a month. Thank you very much,
But
and
not
I am
enough.
very happy with my
But not enough.
ad.
You are not enough. Well, you're happy with your gold income. Okay, so what is your goal then? Is it to be one of the high-ranking brigadiers?
No, I don't. Storm, just stop, okay?
What?
Just no.
You don't have a goal in mind?
I'm fine. Well, as of now, not really. I'm just fine with what I have at the moment.
Are you going to be keeping... So, when we kill Isidore, let's say this. When we kill Isidore, everyone in the co-workers, in the throne room, his chest pierced through Isidore, and then he returns to wherever he lives. What do you see yourself doing? Do you see yourself going back to the brigade?
Yes.
Telling them everything about what you've done and how information, or do you see yourself going with the co-workers and seeking new adventures?
I see myself going back to the brigade.
Yeah.
Okay. Understandable. Nice. Thank you for your time, Fritz.
You're welcome, Storm.
I'll see you in 2 days when we kill Isidore.
Yeah.
And about to Fritz. I'm talking with everyone. What's up, Fritz?
Wait, what?
Did you just
No, Tazio.
That's it, yeah.
Tazio.
Yeah.
What's up, Tazio? We might
Hello.
have a problem on our hands when Fritz in the throne room. We might have to tie him up and things, but that's for that time.
Why?
Or if he says, I did not see this, then absolutely he can.
We're gonna have to tie up Fritz. Then we're gonna tie up Arisa because we want to get everything. And then when we tie up Arisa, Dara is gonna get mad, so we tie up her as well.
I think that we
Tazio
can.
and Norm against the world.
I think that we can. That Fritz will make the smart choice to not intervene with our plans, because I don't think he wants anything bad to happen to you or
I'm still. Why would it hurt me?
Tara or Arisa.
Yep.
So like, I think that he will just pretend he didn't see anything, but I might be wrong. I might be wrong here. So I don't think he will be a problem.
We'll see in the throne room. Hopefully he
We can just ask.
when he. Oh, I know what's happened. We're gonna open that vault. The door is going to open. He's gonna see all the gold, and something in his mind will change, like it did when I saw the gold in the Duke's place. I don't remember.
So how are we supposed to open the vault
Thermite
with the
power.
therm? Yeah, but like, how are we going to apply it? Because we
Bam.
can't just pour it on the vault.
Bam.
Are we gonna like make a hole on the top, or what are we gonna do?
in before Storm realizes he fucked up, right? The thermite
You
powder.
need to see the vault first. You can go from the top. You can go from the side.
Well, if you go from the top, you can just pull down a rope, and it would be probably easier.
Now I'm do
Right.
my things until the sword is done.
Come back. Right, come back in like 8-7 hours, and we can talk to Vera.
Sure. Nice.
Yeah. And I will continue working on the sword.
Sure. So, does anyone else want to do anything, or are we just gonna fast forward until things happen?
I'm good, I think.
Fast forward.
Fast forward.
Fritz?
No, just fast forward.
Okay.
This mic is good again. Let's go.
No, let's
So, Tazio, you finish your shift
Yeah.
with the sword. Do you want to go find Vera before Dara starts working?
I'll go
or...
find Dara first.
Okay.
To tell her that I'm done with my shift. I guess.
Alright, then it's time for
So-
my shift.
Yeah. I just recap what I did like to the process, I guess.
I see. The mag liquidity on that part of the sword, got it. I'll continue with the mag
Exactly.
liquidity over that part.
And then I will find Storm and head to Dara.
We taking Arisa with us?
Good. My mom is
I don't know
calling.
what to-
Just-
I mean, like, yeah, we can do it.
Fritz,
I
what
think
did you say?
My mom is calling. Could I just
Okay,
go for it?
that's fine. That's fine.
But
Okay,
I think it doesn't really matter, but she can come along. Doesn't affect our plan, I guess.
All information is good information.
Yes, so let's go to Arisa.
Find Arisa and then we go to Dara.
Okay. Yeah, you. I'd say you know where Arisa is because you just went and found Dara to hand the sword over, and I assume that they are staying close to each other during the downtime stuff most
Yep.
of the time. So you just go back, find them both sitting there.
Arisa, we're gonna go talk to Vera about getting the badges, or what are they called now again?
Tokens.
Yeah, the tokens to access the hub. Do you want to come with us, or?
What are tokens?
Well, it's basically every chapter has tokens, and if you like give them gold from a mission, you can get a token, and when you have 3 tokens in total, you can get to the hub and teleport between other outcasts. It's like just a
Chapters.
quicker way to travel.
Very good.
So it's you're basically paying for an access card to different services, but or is it only
Basically, but you
teleportation?
need to, when we have the tokens, we need to get to another outcast to be able to teleport in between them.
But
So
how
it
many
will-
times?
What?
How many times can we teleport per token?
Infinite,
when we
as
have
far as we
3
know.
tokens, we get access to the hub. The hub is where every teleportation circle is connected.
The tokens
it's like-
basically give you membership.
So it's
it's
basically
basically like getting a
membership
driver's
for life or
license.
until you fuck up,
This
which
done.
I think it will happen. But
Or until you fuck up, my brain instantly going like,
and we have
Simon?
some plans that we will be able to get to Ursaria really quickly after this, and then the tokens will really help us.
all right, I'm game
Especially
for
with
at least listening
transporting
in.
people.
I'm always down for learning new things.
Yeah, let's go then.
Like,
Okay.
Yeah.
I give a kiss goodbye and then I go.
Fuck you.
oh,
Q.
So you head out,
Mm.
and you, the 3 of you, go and find Vera.
There.
She is currently talking to some people that seem to be returning scouts,
Yeah, we wait.
kind of giving them directions, telling them to head out different ways. Then she turns to you.
Hello.
All right.
So,
What are you here to?
when
about?
we kill Isidore,
Yes.
is there any chance that we can get 3 tokens for that? Because I would say that is a pretty big mission.
yes.
A mission worth 3 tokens.
Blood pact, of
3
course.
tokens. That would indeed go under the Blood Pact banner.
Mm.
It
Because
will
there's
mean
no-
that the reward for the mission is at least 12,000 gold.
Well, we can
12,500.
we can get that amount of gold.
No, it is the reward has to be that big. The bounty
so-
put out by the Outcast chapter.
Is the reward that much?
What
We
is
don't
the
have a
reward
blood
for
pact
killing
either
him?
at the moment.
Because
At the moment, I am just the only leader of all 3 subdivisions.
so that's perfect.
However, if you haven't noticed, we're not really in top
Well,
shape at the moment.
You
If-
don't have to give us any gold. You just give us the tokens.
Okay,
That's not how it works.
okay, like this. You can do this. So you say that the bounty is 12,500 or what it was, and then when we come back with the gold, we will donate some of the gold to the outcasts, and then
You give us
you
it back.
then you have enough gold. Then you have enough gold to pay out the mission, but you will get some of that gold back because we give it to you. Hmm? I mean that would work.
We would get the half back, and we get 3 tokens, and that would be perfect. And then you have 6,000.
And we might even donate a bit more if this works.
Make a persuasion check.
Yeah, I cannot do that.
I'm kind of standing there.
Can
in
I
the
give
corner.
him? Can I give him advantage?
Yeah,
for helping?
you both argued for it, so I'll say Tazio can do it on advantage.
Woo! Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, I have one of them left. Thank God. I
you're
look into
doing
the
the reroll
future.
thing?
Yes, it still works, so I'm gonna go back.
Go back, change a few words, and get a natural 20.
Let me see what my that is 23 points. So hopefully she doesn't have +3. Now I don't have any of them left though, so fuck.
What was it? Would you use now again?
My class ability, so I can look into the future and like go
Right.
back, so I can change
No, I remember the
Things that-
chronomancy thing.
as long as I can see them.
So let me get this straight.
Mm-hmm.
You're suggesting that I put out a bounty on Isidor's head for about 12,500 gold.
Yes. Enough
You collect
for-
the reward. You surrender half of it for the tokens.
Yes.
And then you donate.
The other half of it to you. So you get 100% off the bounty.
I will agree on one condition. I want
Mhm.
to add something more to this.
Okay.
I wouldn't normally do it, but since we are in a quite difficult situation and it will take a while for us to stabilize our own economy, I do it on the condition that Storm, Dara, and, well, since Jackson isn't exactly here, that the two of you on his behalf as well agree to not cash your 1,000 gold reward for killing Lord Nicodemus.
Does the backing up Emran still count then?
That is a completely different
So-
issue, since you wouldn't really get that as you weren't ever in any sort of need.
Okay, so let's think about this. That's just a petty amount of gold. You won't even notice if that's that if 1,000
Yeah.
gold is-
Deal.
Great.
That was
Perfect,
easy, I thought.
Alright, one more question. With the hub, is there a limitation on how many times you can teleport per day, or can you just go half?
The hub is open.
So you can just like teleport 50 times per day to it.
If that is what
True.
your heart desires.
This worked out perfectly.
But I assume that you already know the restrictions on how you can travel.
But yeah, you need to, after we have the tokens, we need to get to an outcast and teleport through that
You need to
outcast.
register
Yes.
as having been there while being a hub member in order to fully unlock
I
the
know,
circle.
I know. I'm currently working on a teleportation spell.
And
so we
of
can
course, you make sure that all the, shall we call it, paperwork has been completed before you try to go to the hub. Because
How
things
long
can
does
go poorly otherwise.
How long does
Incinerated.
the paperwork take? Because we need quite.
A day or so, don't worry about it.
Okay. Okay.
I think that's fine.
Yeah.
It is only really the time it takes to... Well, it's a bit more than paperwork. Obviously, we need to submit your blood to the hub.
Right, because it will take a day or so. When he's dead, is there a chance that we can like loan a room in here somehow to store some things?
She looks around. You see people all over the place, like in every single
like when
corner.
he's dead, people can go up again.
I got a room.
To some extent, yes,
Okay,
people
I
can
have an
return, but well, there we go. Storm seems to have
Do you have a room,
things
Storm?
solved.
No, but I think I can
What room is that?
negotiate.
This is gonna include
see.
you like robbing an entire house and like killing the owner and then making the house yours. I'm calling it.
Was it something more, Vera? You said you wanted to talk before we kill Isidore, but that's...
Yes.
Well, I think
Uh,
all
we
of you
have-
should be gathered then.
Okay.
We will
Yep.
come back in 2 days, I believe. Yes,
Very well.
and then it will happen.
I should say, since my scouts have returned since our previous conversation, Storm, the cloud has mostly vanished. However, it seems to still loom directly above the palace.
So you can teleport inside the palace.
Ah,
I would assume so. There seems to be a new pillar of this smoky, misty cloud that rises from the palace garden.
Have anyone tried the teleportation circle here to access the hub?
We have sent some people. It seems to work.
Perfect.
We're also in the process of speaking with the other chapters. The hub is looking
Yes.
into sending more leadership over here so that I can be granted some rest. But we'll see what happens with that.
Yes, okay. Well, see you in 2 days then.
Indeed.
okay, when we walk away, I don't think Uwe Altwicker will be too mad about we using their house as somewhere to store things if
Well,
we
let's
kill
ask-
Isidore, because Isidore killed.
Yeah, because
Levin, so
alright,
I
it's
will
a-
talk with him.
Wait, you're planning to store?
Because it will take a day or so for us to access the hub because of paperwork.
Yes.
So if we
then-
store, the bag can only contain 500 pounds, and that's equivalent to 25,000 gold coins. So we will have to go back and forward with the bag to a room and just dump it out.
Indeed.
And then when we have access to the hub, we will just do the same thing, but to a different place.
So I will go speak with Uwe Altwicker, if that is fine.
That sounds perfect.
You can do so. This is turning into like Storm running from person to person talking to everybody.
I guess I will follow him.
But before that, Tazio, just want to get things straight. So, just so that we're both on the same page with like the teleportation mechanics here.
Yeah.
How are you, or like, okay, so you're planning to take the gold through the teleportation circle to the hub.
No, like, yeah.
Like after you've stored it away in the mansion or whatever.
Yeah,
wherever
then
you
we're gonna
choose.
go to the hub,
Right.
go to the half ether portal.
Okay. So here is the only issue. You're not a registered hub member in Havanitha.
Yeah,
Meaning you
and
don't
that-
have access to the circle there.
Yes, and that's when I'm done with, when I have like completed my new spell that
Right.
I'm currently working on. I can teleport back to Hafnitha because it's my home place.
Oh, okay, so you're planning to travel there, unlock the thing, and then, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, good.
Okay.
Then we're on the same page. I just wanted to make sure, because that was the step I was missing. In
Okay. Yeah.
So then we're fine. Just so that you don't like end up sitting there with a bunch of gold that you can't transport, and now you're like, just screwed in every way. That's
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
okay. Yep.
Lads, as well. If it doesn't work to enter the vault for some reason, and it doesn't, then we just take the fame and glory of us saving the town, of course.
Perfect.
So then we'll wait and we are the killers, nice.
But then the bad part is that we won't have the gold for the tokens.
But then
And we-
it doesn't matter. Then it doesn't go through the quest, so then we won't get any tokens.
Well,
Perfect.
and we're not stealing. We're just claiming gold that isn't anyone's.
You've already said that.
Yes.
Arisa, you got any healing spells left? I'm quite hurt after getting shanked by 7 drunk
When did this happen?
earlier.
You've all seen, like, Storm wasn't really roughed up from the fight, but suddenly when he walked around talking to you, he has like stab marks, like his clothes have been a bit slashed up in different places, and it's like most of it's looking fresh.
Captain Storm beating up vampire spawns easy, but getting shanked by 7 dudes, that's too much.
Touch me, Arisa.
I utter a few words in Druidic, and you will start healing.
Right. With the gold that we have, no. I just take that later. It will be easier then.
Let's see here. That is 15.
Lovely. Thank you. Keep a weather eye out. And I head towards...
I am just follow him so it won't be a solo adventure.
I head
Sure.
back to Dara,
Okay.
Nice.
sighing a bit.
A lot of planning.
Yes.
Yeah, so
You claim to hate.
Storm and Tazio, you go around looking for Ua. Don't find him anywhere in the outcast hideout.
But then I walk to his house.
Okay. You're gonna have to take the outside path because you know the house is only accessible from that side, or from the other side. Yep. So you head out.
Yeah, nice.
You see the sun for the first time in a couple of days. Looking over towards the palace, however, which is nearby. It's strange because the cloud still looms like just above the palace, and maybe like a few feet outside. However, it's like the sun isn't really at its zenith, so you would expect that if like an object is right above it, it should just like cast a kind of diagonal shadow off to the side, as long as the sun isn't directly above it. However, it's almost like a chunk of light has just been ripped out from underneath it. It kind of looks like the inverse of being in a dark room and shining a bright light directly downwards. Except for now it's just like bright all around, and then there's just like a pillar of darkness. It's really strange and doesn't really abide by any laws of physics or logic in any way, but it does do its work the way it's supposed to, and the palace is completely in the dark.
Nice. Yeah.
Okay.
But you head out. The streets are still filled with people that are looking really lethargic and slow. The people that are out here now also seem to struggle with the light, because not only are they like super tired and all, but they've also lived in darkness for a long time, and all of a sudden it's like this bright summer day. It's much warmer outside as well. So people are kind of like walking around squinting, like trying to cover up their eyes.
I'm quite fine. I got my friggin' shades, dude, so I can see in the dark vision. Is it even good? No, or are they so I see the sun? I don't know.
I'd say like you're as long as you're wearing them, your eyes are constantly adjusted to a bright situation. So yeah, I mean you don't struggle as a result of it, because everything looks like daylight, bright to you all the time, kind of, I guess.
Great.
Or at least, like, a well-lit place, you know.
Yeah. Okay. Ooh.
Right, so you go over. To your surprise, as you're walking through the streets, you still see guards every now and then that still appear to be under some sort of control.
Oh, well.
Whatever vampire spawns were out in the street seem to have retreated indoors.
Yeah, understand.
So the bigger threat among those that were like outside have kind of like gone away. For now, anyway. The night still
But
exists.
only for now.
Exactly.
For now.
So, you make your way over to the Altwicker Manor. You have the gate. I'd say it's no longer locked with a chain. So if you wanted to like lockpick it, it would be easier and just be like a regular lockpicking check instead of this like scuffed one at disadvantage.
Yeah, I guess I do that because you can't like somehow get them to open from there.
What do you mean?
You can't like knock from the gate and they hear it.
No.
And
Normally
the
it would be
servant
like,
is not there.
yeah, he would be in the garden or something. However, last time you saw him wasn't in the greatest condition.
I
so-
lockpick. That is a 16.
Okay, that's enough. You fiddle around a bit with your lockpicks. Eventually, the lock gives way, and you can open the gates.
And then I go to the door, knock.
Okay. Yeah, you make your way. Inside, you head up to the main door. You knock. A minute or two goes by. Nothing. You knock again, or
Yeah, knock.
okay.
Order. Knock.
Look.
About another minute or two goes by.
Have they escaped this place? I fucking
I mean,
know.
I can probably get inside of.
How? I
I
can
can teleport in and unlock it
Okay, nice. Do that.
if I can see a window.
Yeah, there's a window there.
Yeah.
Boom.
Okay. So do you
I
misty step?
Yeah,
or-
I missed a step inside.
Okay, so you walk up to a window, you misty step inside. It's pretty dark inside. Like the curtains are like kind of covering most of the windows, but you can see through a crack in them and go inside. You head over to the front door. You unlock it from inside. Like there's a key hanging next to it that you just like,
Lovely.
take down and you unlock it. Storm, you step inside.
Yep.
Kind of getting some bad vibes, like bad memories.
Yeah. Okay, so up the stairs to the office where they last were, I assume they are, but
Okay.
let's see.
You head up to
Right here.
to Levin Altwicker's old office. You put your eye to the or ear to the door. No sound.
I open the door.
Okay. You open the door. There's nobody in there. You still see like blood splatter across the wall, not far from where you saw Levin get slashed up.
Okay.
You see a puddle of blood to your left as you enter as well, like on the floor where you saw the servant bleeding. No sign of anyone.
Okay, let's check the whole house, Taz, for
Yeah.
clues what they've done, gone, or if they are still here.
Perfect. Well, if they are not here, it will be even better for us.
Because we have a key now. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
No.
we-
Do we have a key?
Yeah, you
Well,
took
there
the
was a key next to the door that you used to unlock
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Yeah, we have a key now, so that's perfect.
Okay, so you're just gonna spread out and look around.
Yep.
Okay, both of you
I'm gonna
just.
stick together. Probably.
Oh, okay, so you stick together and look around. Yeah, that's
Okay,
fine.
yeah, sure.
Then you know, you take a moment. You're on the upper floor, so I suppose you start there.
Yeah.
You go around. Doesn't really take long before you find a study, and you open and you see straight ahead of you. There's this desk, where you see Uwe Altwicker just like face down on the desk, just like there.
Good day, Uwe.
No reaction.
Storm. Okay. I put a hand on his shoulder. Reaction.
Okay. No.
I put hand here to check his pulse.
Yeah, there is a pulse, but it's
Good.
quite
Okay,
like
good.
slow.
Uwe, hear me out. I get that you're angry, and we're here to ask for a little thing. We want to store things here after we kill Isidore. See the revenge, we will kill Isidore, and I'm asking you if you want me to say anything,
Well,
anything regards to him. You know, send any regards to Isidore, and I'm just asking if we can store some gold here if we kill Isidore.
Storm, I'll say at this point, as you're like talking and he's not responding, he's just still like face down, you just holding your hand on the shoulder. With your passive perception, Tazio, what is yours? Like, what is your passive perception?
13.
Okay.
Is he sleeping? I swear to God.
Storm, you see on the desk there is a pouch that is slightly open, and looking at it, you recognize what it contains. It's this is foulberry root extract. He's probably high out of his mind at the moment. It's like, you know, it's a powerful like opioid type of drug. He's probably like
I'll take that as a yes.
7 realms away from here.
What we can do is that we will write a note, leave it on the desk where you can see it. We take away the drugs because that will only fucking kill him.
But do we really care?
He has lost something. We should not let him ruin his life. So
a good
write
spirit.
a note.
Here, take it. I don't want it.
Yeah, okay, I will take it then.
Does he react when I throw the bag of drugs to pass? Probably
No. I mean, he's probably like, his mind is somewhere in the ethereal realm or something at the moment. He's not even like present in this plane.
And then we will write a note telling him that in 2 days we are going to kill Isidore. I think he might want to join, because
join. Oh,
yeah, he wants revenge.
Write him a note, and that we will just use this place as hideout.
After that.
Yep.
If it's okay, and that he can join us if he wants to, because I think it's nice just to offer that. Yeah, it's what he deserves. So
the servant is the question.
The servant.
Have we searched every room?
No, like you found this quite quickly. It's like the room next door.
Okay, so yeah, we keep searching after.
So we write a note saying basically that we are going to kill Isidore in 2 days, and that he can join us if he wants to. And when Isidore is dead, we would really we would appreciate it if we could use a room in the house for storage for a couple of days.
Okay, so you just like put that on the desk, or
yeah.
The best regards, Captain Storm and Tazio.
Yeah.
Nice.
He would have no idea who Tazio is, but yeah.
No, exactly.
Okay, so you keep looking around. You go down to the first floor eventually, and you check one of the wings of the house. You open a door, and you see lying in the bed. There is the kind of older man, the servant. Kind of no, but he appears to be relatively exhausted. Like he's kind of like half lying down, just like.
Is he drugged?
He doesn't appear to be. At least he looks
I think
over
it's-
at you, seems surprised, as if he was expecting something else when you just like opened the door and barged in.
Good evening.
Evening. Is it evening already?
Yes.
So we are here to ask for a storage room after we kill Isidore.
I believe that is not my.
But is there any storage rooms in the... I assume
Just
there
a room. It doesn't
Well,
matter.
there are plenty of rooms here in the manor, of course.
We have left a note with
Uwe,
Ubbe.
because he's
Right.
drugged.
And if you could try, just
Keep
make
him
sure
up.
that he does. Yeah, make sure that he's sober.
I cannot
think it's-
really leave my bed at the moment.
Why?
Well, my stomach was mostly sliced
Right.
open.
Right. Sorry. Sorry about that. I'm sorry to hear about that.
You might need some healing power. Why are you not going to the
We can
outcast?
ask her cleric to come here to help
I've
you.
already made sure that I won't die, but I'll remain bedridden for a while.
Mhm.
Nice.
Is there anything you want, or like anything we can help you with?
It's okay. There are people that come and give me food, at least. That's
Mhm.
all I need.
That's good then.
But I appreciate the thought.
We will see you in a couple of days when we return.
Alright, maybe next time you could consider knocking.
Yes.
We-
We didn't know this was your room, but you know.
I
knocking
understand.
room, of course, of course.
Yes.
Yeah, well, we will see you later then.
Keep a weather eye out, and we head out. And do we, when we're in the about to leave, do we take the key or do we just? You can like miss the step again.
Yeah, I guess we step in. Well, let's just take the tunnel back.
The tongue.
Yeah, the mansion is connected to the outcast.
But it's a one-way
Oh, yeah.
thing. You can only
Yeah, it's a
access the
one-way
outcast hideout from the house. You can't access the house from
Exactly,
the
we
outcast.
can just take that back, you know.
Okay, can I go out and lock the gate again first?
Sure.
Nice. Do I need to roll again?
No, it's fine.
Nice. And then we lock the door, and then we go to the outcast hideout.
Okay. I'll say, if anyone wants to do anything more, do that now, then we'll go for a break, because we've already been playing for an hour 40-ish.
Only road.
Very nice.
It's been a lot of talking.
Perfect.
Been a lot of
Well,
talking.
It's called D&D after all.
Need
Role playing and
Everyone.
faffing about.
Yeah, so
Tabletop roleplay.
I know my language.
I think that. Like, I'm not gonna do anything.
I speak very good. Yes.
Is anyone else gonna do anything before we take a break?
No.
Wait, do you mean like we fast forward until the sword is done?
Well, I mean, like, taking a literal, like, break.
I mean, an actual break.
Yeah. But
Well,
like
when we
the-
come back, we can still do something.
But yeah, no, yeah, it's just like, does anyone want to do anything right now? Do you feel like you have anything that wouldn't take like 30 minutes to do? Then we can take care of that
yeah,
before the break.
actually, could I, go on the rest of my pilgrimage? You know?
Yeah, sure.
Could I also conquer and become the new god of this
Yeah,
world?
we'll just
It will
finish
only
the
take, like,
campaign and then we'll take a break. No.
we'll be done in a jiffy.
Let's take a short break then. And we'll try to keep it shortish.
Thank you for watching until the break.
See you.
Yeah, we'll try to be back
Hopefully
in
we're
like
back in about
20-ish, 20 minutes maybe.
Yeah.
yeah.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, don't
Okay.
leave. We're watching y'all.
Don't.
Okay.
If you
Oh.
leave, we will be mad. Mostly
Don't
sad.
leave. No.
You
No.
want
No.
to see us kill
Don't
East
leave.
Lord.
Run away.
Create
That's
Vampire
what we're
Lord.
saying.
Good shirt. Fuck.
Okay, well we'll be back in a few minutes then. So see you soon.
Bye.
Peace.
Bye.
And we are back. Welcome.
Yay!
Hello. So where we last left off, there was a bunch of talking and walking and more talking and a bit of fighting and more talking, and then we took a break. So we resume with all of you kind of doing your stuff in the Outcast hideout. So Tazio, you already finished your part of the item. Dara is working on it right now today. Does anyone want to do anything more today, or should we just jump to
Boom.
another day?
Jump.
Okay.
Let's
I think I'm good for today.
Okay. So, do you want me to fast forward until the item is completed? So that will be
2 days.
2 more full days.
No.
No. Okay. Arisa, what do you want to do before that?
I would like the next day to turn into an owl and fly around the city to investigate how the situation is actually looking.
Okay.
You mentioned that guards are out on the streets, but no
Yes.
vampires anymore. I want to see if I can notice any difference, or if I can find any insurgents of people that doesn't not look like they have been affected and have just been hiding out.
Okay. Make a perception check.
With pleasure. There we go. Where's perception on this list? I'm getting there. 24.
24. Okay. So, you fly around the city during the day, correct?
Yeah.
Right. So, you're able to confirm that you cannot find any vampires. What exactly did you roll? Did you say? 24 or something?
4, yeah. 19 plus 5, yeah.
So you confirm there are no vampires. The guards that you see, like the regular city watch people that have been part of most of the battles you've been involved in, they still roam around, seemingly being under the effect of whatever spell or magic that Isidore may have cast on them to begin with. They're still kind of directing people around, making them, making sure that they aren't doing anything rebellious, but you're also able to notice that the general population, the peasants, are still, the same kind of lethargic, sick people that they have been since you came to the city. Apart from that,
Nothing.
you don't really notice much, I'd say. There isn't really much more that seems to have changed. Do you want to fly anywhere in particular to look, or?
Unless anything strikes me of any significant notice, then I would like to fly towards where the guards seem to be coming from, like the garrison. I'm assuming that's the castle.
Well, it's hard to tell. You go out in the middle of the day, they're just like out there. You don't know if they're coming from anywhere in particular.
I fly around for quite a while.
Yeah, but like,
yeah.
We're talking about a city with a population of over 100,000 people.
Then I would probably, as I said, if nothing else strikes me, just fly closer to the castle, just looking at it, looking in and stuff.
All right. I will say you notice a few things because I'll let you keep the roll. You fly over to the palace. First of all, the palace is unique, and then it's just with the darkness over it. It just looks even more strange. So, as I mentioned before, the castle is like, it's almost like a triangle with like the corners cut off so that it's technically hexagonal instead. Since you're flying, you'd be able to see the a thing that the palace is kind of known for. It's this garden on the roof of it. The garden, however, looks completely dead because it's been in total darkness for weeks at this point. And you do see that at the garden center there's another thing that the palace is known for. It's this inverted dome. So this dome that goes inwards instead of outwards, and it is completely filled with water, creating this small pond in the middle of the garden.
Alright. Could I see visibly like another monolith of some kind?
Yeah, I was about to get to that. You see on top of the palace, not exactly in the center, because that's where the big pond thing is, there's another monolith. Smaller, but another one. This one appears to also be guarded. You see both vampires and regular city watch guards that are patrolling the garden, and appear to kind of take the protection of this one more seriously than their peers did the monolith in front of the palace. You're unsure of what this is, if this is just some sort of backup monolith or it's different somehow, but it's smaller.
Does it still shoot out the like the smoke?
Yeah, there's a smaller pillar that rises from this one that emerges or like ascends to become the cloud above the palace.
Can I spot anybody I recognize, potentially like the person who chased us by the end of?
Right. No.
No.
There's. I mean, it's like regular city watch vampires. They're.
Then
not
I
really...
probably after circling around the city for a while more and like still looking, I'll probably return to the hideout to meet up with the party.
Yeah, sure. So I'll ask again. Should I fast forward now?
No.
No.
No, I need to talk to
Late
Storm.
on the day we go. Okay.
So,
We're gonna go kill Isidore right away.
I love
Also,
also the
Storm
fact that
and
everybody
pretty much
said-
everyone else. No, wait a moment. I need to talk to you.
so
Yeah, but everybody also said yes. Let's fast forward. I say no.
yeah,
I do one thing, and
Well-
then everybody says no.
Tazio, you go find Storm.
So I realized that we can transport 1,000 pounds of gold per round because I have a spell that's connected to my fiendish routes that let me carry 500 pounds on a floating disc.
Oh, lovely.
So we can transport
Even
50,000 gold per run.
Now let's go and see if Uwe Altwicke has.
Accepted.
Yes.
No, nobody thinking about the fact that Arisa can summon horses.
Yep.
Indeed. That's not a shady way.
Yeah, that's not the shady way to have. I can't even remember how many, but like 405.
Okay,
pack horses.
so the two of you want to go and talk to
Uwe.
Altwicker. Okay.
Yeah.
You head over to the Altwicker Manor using the key that you kept, correct? Or did you leave the key?
You keep it up. Leave it.
You left the key.
Taz.
You guys left the key.
Yeah, I think so too.
Okay.
I jumped in.
Sure. Yeah, I can't be bothered making Storm try to pick the gate.
Fuck.
There's poofing and
I climb
Yeah.
over it either way. Oh, okay, no, maybe not.
We'll say Tazio can just burn like 2 spells to get inside. Or a dimension door if you'd rather do that.
No, because it's in the dark.
No,
It's not.
no, it's just
Oh,
the
okay,
palace.
okay.
It's
Yeah, well,
just
then-
like
then-
the palace in the most
Okay.
immediate area.
Then I just dimension doors in.
Okay. So you dimension door into the house, just grab the key. Or no, yeah, you can bring 1 creature. So you don't even have to bring the key. You just dimension door in.
Walk to...
The reason he didn't do it last time was he's gotten so used to not being able to.
So do you go to Ua's office straight away then?
Yep.
Okay. You head upstairs. You check the office. You see Ua Altwicker, this time not face down on the desk, but rather lying sprawled out on the floor next to the desk.
Some drugs there.
Storm, you see another pouch, almost completely emptied, only like traces left.
I grab it. Here you go, Taz. Have some more drugs.
Fuck.
Ue, can you talk this time? Okay, I guess that's a no. I checked the note we left on the table.
Pick it up. Realize that it's partially covered in vomit.
Nice.
Just put it back down.
I will take this as a yes.
Please do not let him choke on his own vomit to death.
I'll take that as a yes as well.
Yeah, let's go.
Thank you for your time, Ue. And we head back to the Outcast. And
Okay, you go into Levin's old office, you pick or you go to the secret door.
Do you leave the key or not? And do you relock
No,
the
they didn't
gate?
even take the key this time, they just dimension doored in,
Oh, yeah.
now they're using the secret path to go back
Yeah.
to the
Yeah,
outcast.
okay, fair enough.
and then we speed up.
Okay, does anyone else want to do anything?
Fritz, it's time for us to shine.
Exactly.
I'm done.
I was going to inform the others, but they left instantly. So I
I'll back.
go to Dara to inform her what I found.
I mean, we can just say that throughout the day you managed to gather everybody or find everybody at different
Yeah.
times and relay that information to everybody.
Relay the scouting thing. I probably, periodically also fly out and scout the city all over, like the coming
Hey.
day. But then, yeah, skip ahead.
That's great information, Dara. No, Arisa. Fuck.
Thank you.
You just you walk up to us both and just point at Arisa and say, "That's great information, Dara. Now how's it going, Arisa, with the sword?" And the point at the other.
We can use this information. We can, Dara, make me and the task fly or someone else. You fly up there and see the monolith, and then you just throw 50 fireballs at it, and then it's destroyed. Because they can't fly bats when we're in the sun.
Well, what's the radius of this cloud? Like,
Yeah, that's the question. Though.
Can we find the... Wait, so you saw the new sort of monolith that we can destroy?
yes.
I guess
it
then
was
we
2
will have to
days,
wait
right?
another
It was 2
day.
days. Jacob.
Hmm?
It was 2 days, right?
Yeah, 2 more days.
Yeah,
that
okay,
they
so
need to
the
work
next
on and
day,
stuff.
like, I relayed over the first day, so the next day I take periodically up and polymorph the rest of the party up with me to just fly up so they can view it as well.
Okay.
So they have now seen the monolith and the courtyard.
But that's the same day now. Yeah.
Now
We
I'm
have one
assuming
day
you're-
until it's done.
like, actually I can still do that on the, I can do that on the first day still.
Yeah, we'll do that then.
Okay.
Because, or I can do 2 of you on the first day.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, so y'all,
And then we have fly spell technically, but yeah, that's detectable. So
yeah, you all go up there. You look at it.
So now they know how everything looks.
Yep. It's another monolith, smaller, but
So what's the radius roughly of the castle? Like, if we were to be in the sun,
well,
surely we cannot reach that unless maybe we're warlocks. But yeah,
the radius of the palace would be over 100 feet something.
Okay.
that's a very small amount of spells that can work at that distance.
Let me just check. So if the monolith is about there, I mean, maybe like 75 feet, but then the cloud also extends a bit beyond that. It's still just in the immediate area, but yeah, about 100 feet, I'd say, if you would want to stay like outside the dark part.
Okay. Should we
That's
destroy the monolith?
Sure.
Tomorrow?
We should do it before the fight.
Yep.
It will take. Well, I mean the day before the fight.
And
Yeah,
that's
that.
tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do that tomorrow then.
But what if we trigger Isidore?
Well, fuck you, so.
Yeah.
We just have to see
What
if
do you
he.
think, Dara?
Well, I personally feel like that whole fighting in darkness it's actually kind of okay for me,
But
but
inside you're okay.
Yeah, inside
Yeah,
we're going to
I
fight
suppose.
Isidore in the throne room.
But the thing is that if we destroy it, if he just makes a new one the day we're gonna fight, then he has like wasted some of his energy, and it would be an easier fight maybe.
I suppose so.
So even if he just summons another one, he is not on his like peak performance.
Maybe we should at least make the weapon ready for it.
Yeah.
But we
Well-
just throw fireballs at it. This one is weaker.
I will say though, since which I alluded to before, this one is more heavily guarded.
Yeah.
Wait. Let me just check my
I
range.
got that. As well.
Almost fell.
But we also have one other thing. The guards are still under his effect. Maybe
because he has
instead we-
another monolith, I guess.
well,
I can do it
why would
from
there be a
100
monolith
feet.
controlling the guards?
That's a small one.
Yes. So I can do it from 150 feet away.
Nice.
So I can just be 150 feet above it and
The
just
fireballs?
fireball.
Perfect. Let's do that.
How many can you throw?
Around 5.
Nice. That should be enough.
If I need to waste everything on it.
Yep.
After that, I can use like chromatic orbs and stuff like that to destroy it. I think I need to be a bit closer for that. 90 feet. Or fireball, where I need to be 120 feet away.
Alright.
So yeah, the thing is that I don't really know where I can see that far in dark, but if I just know I'm directly above it, it will be easy.
Speed until tomorrow.
Okay. Just give me half a second. Right. So you wait another day. At this point, you have about 16 hours of work left on the item, 8 each.
So when it's Dara's turn, we ask Dara, Dara, can you give me and Taz fly and Arisa go with I don't have anything to like damage it though, so
I
Well,
think
you have
it's
to-
better than to have,
It's better
You
for
two
me
on
and
the
Dara
ground.
and do it then.
yeah, or like Taz and Arisa,
yeah,
because I can be up there trying to protect you.
Yeah, that would be better.
that would be better. I'll be
Yes.
at the ground.
Mhm.
Like,
Or you should not
literally-
just-
Literally,
just-
if I transform,
Oh,
I
but-
can even you can even mount me.
Yes. That's good.
Which
I'll
would
stay
increase
here
your
then.
speed potentially if we need a full-on retreat.
Mhm. Yes. Well,
Well, it's wait. Before you cast it, it's like 10 minutes, isn't it?
Yes, so I propose that we are closer to the castle.
Yeah.
yes. It
Go
should
with
only
that.
like take maximum a minute for me to destroy it. Wait, you did see?
If everything works out as it
Yeah, if
should.
everything works out. You didn't see any gargoyles, right? Or bats?
You were up there.
Okay, right.
But
Well,
yes,
I'm a bit good
You
at
did see gargoyles.
You should have been able to see
Mhm.
some.
There were gargoyles because there are like 3 towers on
Okay.
the palace, and there were a couple of gargoyles around each tower.
But the biggest question is, was she there?
You didn't see her.
Oh, thank God, we're safe.
Because I have a plan that we can do, and it's that we. No, never mind. It won't work. Well, let's do this then.
Are you literally flying blind there?
Yeah.
Or once we...
No,
Okay, fine.
not exactly blind. I can see 60 feet.
I mean, the same as with
Or is
Arisa.
it's dim dark, it's not fucking...
Is it dim dark?
Isn't it?
What would it be for him at that point?
It is technically considered dark.
So that's
They
that's
order
a pure
lights.
guesswork. It's a pure
Well, can't
guesswork
you
based
use
on
these?
educated.
You can use my glasses and you probably get more. I set them on him. Does he get further?
That's...
I
that
think
him?
they did, so he gets
actually, yeah, I think that may actually be
One-
how they
120.
work.
further. Let's go!
Dark
Goggles...
items.
Overnight. If you already have dark vision, wearing the goggles increases its range by 60 feet, so yeah.
Let's go!
Fuck
It
yes!
does work.
Fuck yes, because I was started like, okay, can we fire like an arrow that I put light on or something like that? But that's unreliable.
Nice.
But let's do this then.
Perfect.
Oh, fuck.
We
This
go
is
with
stupid.
the-
Oh, this is gonna go so horribly.
Mhm.
We
But
go
don't
closer
worry,
to the castle, yeah.
There's a flying druid and a flying wizard, and they're being backed up by people on the ground doing absolutely
Okay, so how are you gonna go about this? Who goes there and what do you guys do?
Before
I'll
we
be
fly
on the
up, I will cast mirror image on myself.
Okay, you cast mirror image.
Before right before we start.
Yeah, sure. And
Mm,
how
and
many
mage-
of you
mage
actually
armor.
like? Oh, good. I was sitting here remembering that you hadn't
I
cast
said
by.
that
Well-
every time I'm a head out for like a combat thing or like a risky thing, I will do mage armor,
All right.
even if I don't say it,
All right.
because that's me forgetting. Tazio will remember.
All right.
Ah.
So how many of you go to the palace to help with
Well,
this?
I'll
I will
stay.
go.
Dara is necessary because of fly.
So Dara, Arisa, Tazio, is that
Yeah,
the
Yeah, I
because-
think I'll stay. If they don't say I should come
you
with.
can join if you want to, but
I mean, it could be nice for Dara to not be ganged up by all of the guards outside.
Yeah,
maybe
I
we
would
should
probably,
really-
as
yeah, we should-
Dara is the one on the ground, I would probably request that
Yeah.
either Fritz
or both.
or Storm or both come and help actually protect and be
Yeah,
our
I think
escort.
both is better.
If it's
Help
not-
Dara.
That's the spirit.
Let's go.
Okay, so all of you go together.
Yep.
Mhm.
Storm and Fritz are gonna stay and protect Dara.
Baby.
And Arisa and Tazio are gonna go do the actual quest.
Yeah,
Alright.
basically they act as bodyguard for Dara. I act as bodyguard for Tazio.
Sure.
Or you
So
give me some kind of flying polymorph thing, Arisa, but if you lose concentration, I'm splat.
Yes.
no one can dodge on that anymore.
Yeah.
But if you want, Storm, I can polymorph you. But that means I can't do anything in trying to help.
I'm gonna say, Storm, you do realize I can cast Featherfall with this staff.
Yeah, but you might not see me coming down 5 trillion kilometers.
Is the staff? By the way, is the staff attunement?
Yep.
Yes. But Dara
Okay.
has super good dark vision range.
Yeah.
Superior dark vision.
Okay, cast the spell on them now. Let's.
Okay.
Let's get this over with.
Yep.
Okay, I cast fly on both Arisa and Taz. Boop.
Arisa
luck.
and Tazio get fly. Alright.
Mhm.
You now have 60 feet of flying speed.
Okay. So, you all fly up. Or both of you fly up. Let me just make a couple of rolls real quick.
Yeah, I'm stealth. Or can you stealth when you fly?
You can't really just like fly up like straight past somebody's face and then try to stealth it.
When we say stealth, we mean we're not screaming like lunatics saying, "Hey, look over here!"
Yeah, but it's kind of like you can't really like.
This is basically
even-
how much we can
yeah,
constitute as being
But like
stealth.
Storm can't really stealth right past, like right in front of
Yeah.
somebody. This
But
isn't
then
like
we would,
Skyrim
like-
where you can just like crouch right in front of a person and then you're
Yeah,
invisible
but then
to
we
them.
would like fly up a bit, like
You can roll stealth checks, but you will be seen eventually, no matter how well you roll.
yeah.
Like,
But, like, can we fly so we're not like exactly at the palace when we fly up?
of course, but then you need to take that in consideration, like where you actually cast the fly spell and all that. So that will be like a bit further for you to travel. It's gonna take some time off of the fly spell, which probably won't matter because it's like 10 minutes, but
Probably like 1 minute away or something.
By the way, during also the rest, I want to continue. Can I have been reading my books? I just remember them. The books
oh,
about
right, the animal ones.
yes.
Well, you would have had to decide how you wanted to read them. Like, if you want to do the thorough, just like 8-hour instant success, or if you wanna.
8-hour instant success on the.
Okay, yeah, sure. I mean, then I'll say you could have finished one by this at this point. So
It's not gonna get in consideration right now, but it just.
yeah,
I realized I should probably mention that.
yeah. Okay, so we have this. Let's just.
In before super long encounter.
Might
It should be quite quickly.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. Y'all aren't the most consistent fools in the universe.
Yeah.
Alright. So, your stealth checks if you wanted to try to stealth.
Yeah.
What did you get?
I got 17.
And Larissa?
No worries.
Just based on the fact that you're stealthing, therefore my character would be trying to stealth. But
Oh yeah, disadvantage obviously, because
oh right, I also need to roll misadventures. So that's not.
you're a glowing thing in the darkness.
Yeah, I forgot it. Oh well, it didn't actually matter. I didn't think it would matter. 2.
Okay, so you're approaching. Tazio, you're doing a pretty good job trying to like evade people's eyes and whatnot.
Yeah.
Pretty much as soon as you enter the dark area, you realize that Arisa is just this like glowing beacon. Kind of like nervous glowing as well. Like
Oh wait, no,
I mean,
actually,
yeah,
I
as
wouldn't
soon
be on disadvantage anyway, even though it doesn't matter. But I want to point out, I
If-
wouldn't be in
if-
disadvantage because I'm not. We're in mid daylight.
not
then
no,
you enter
not
dark.
as soon as
No.
you enter the dark area. That's what I'm saying.
Well,
The
Like
dark
when,
area, you said it was 100 to the monolith. We don't need to enter then, the dark area.
You still need to see.
But I can see 120
You can
feet.
see at 120,
okay,
and he
well,
can fire longer. He does not need. That's the whole reason why
yeah, fine.
we're only
Yeah,
2
true,
there. We
sure.
haven't entered the dark area.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's still going to be that roll because
But it doesn't
Um,
matter for my roll whatsoever. I rolled
Yep.
higher on my second, but
You're still this glowing thing approaching, and before you even like make it within like the 120-foot range, you already hear shouts and a horn being
Yeah.
signaled. And in that very moment, gargoyles begin to rise from all 3 of the towers.
How many?
You see a total of 6 of them.
Do we
That
know
all
whether or not
go
gargoyles can enter
full
the light?
speed towards you.
Oh fuck.
I would like
I don't think it's-
you to roll initiative. Also, the guards are readying their spears to throw if you were to get into range, and some of the vampires appear to start running towards the towers, and there's just this true mess breaking out right now.
Yeah, okay.
True messed up.
Well.
Okay.
Do we know whether or not gargoyles can enter?
No, I mean, you've only
they
fought them in the darkness, but since
Yeah,
they're
they probably
rushing
can.
full speed towards you, despite you not being in the dark area, you know, might give you a hint.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
18 on my initiative roll.
okay.
Everyone roll initiative?
Well, I suppose so. You're all there, right? So,
Oof.
and then, Arisa, what did you get?
9.
Same.
Who goes first? You
Arisa.
okay.
Thank you.
The 2 of you tied it last time as well.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, then it was the other way around.
Dara, what did you get?
6.
Fritz, roll on advantage if you didn't.
Oh. I 8.
Nice.
Let's go.
I got 7 on the first roll, so it's
That is better.
All right, well that's an improvement, and then I just got to roll for the guards as well in case they want to toss their javelins. Well, they rolled pretty well, actually, really well.
Oh god, no.
Okay, so well, we will start this. I don't even know how to handle this for the map cam because this is going to be so zoomed out with all of you being in like completely different parts.
Yep.
I'll just.
I would put us probably on two different, like, put us on the same thing, but put us 2 different places.
Well, the thing is, I
You
don't
know
even
how
think
you
it's
make
big
it
enough
short?
for me to fit all of it.
Well, then ignore fitting all of it, contract it.
But that doesn't work for because all of a sudden, since this is such a large scale thing, movement is very important. How much movement you need to use for different things.
Yeah, but like the monolith shouldn't need to be in view, as we know the distance to the monolith.
Yeah, but still,
the-
like, no, but
Okay, wait.
I know.
Okay.
There is a chance that we don't
Yeah.
even need it. The map cam. Guess we can escape. Really.
Yeah, we'll
Depending on-
see. We'll see what happens. We'll start without the map cam, otherwise I'll pull it up. So the guards
As
go
usual,
first.
we're giving an RDM a headache.
The guards go first with a 19, just barely beating out Tazio. I'll say about 4 of them make it to the edge on their turn, so that they are able to throw their spears at you. They will be at disadvantage because it's more or less maximum range. Because they can throw like 60 feet, and you're not 60 feet from the edge of the palace. You're like 120 feet from the monolith, which is like over 70 feet into the thing. So, are you both like flying next to each other-ish, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that'll do half each. So, Arisa, first one.
I have mirror image of myself, by the way.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, then you roll.
So Arisa, first one, 16,
That would be a hit.
and second one, double nat ones.
That probably wouldn't be a hit.
Advantage, by the way. So Tazio, first one, a natural 18. So is it a hit or not with mirror image?
Alright, I just need to check how that was.
The second one
You
is
roll a
15.
D20.
Yeah, I think that hits as well.
Okay,
Mirror image. Wait, target.
So in that case, Arisa, the one that hits you, does 6 damage.
6 damage.
Yep.
Got it.
Okay. So I need to roll. So first roll.
First, you have to go for it.
Yeah, the first one hits a fake,
Okay, so 1 fake disappears.
and the second one, exactly. So both. So I have 1 fake left. So it's
Okay.
take any one of them.
So you take no damage, but
Yep.
your mirror image is almost down.
Exactly.
In that case, we move on to Tazio.
I will grab Arisa, and I will dimension door away.
Oh, you're just yeeting out of here instantly.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, because we're not gonna fight 6 fucking gargoyles.
And here I'm actually planning up for something that give
I mean,
my
if
DM a
you're
headache. But
willing to escape with me, you can.
Well, she
Oh,
can't do it alone.
Yeah,
no,
I mean,
I'm fully willing. I am here as your bodyguard.
You know, they
Yeah,
blew the
either
horn
way,
and the
I-
backup didn't even arrive yet, so...
yeah, well, they were like coming 120. Like you said, they were coming really fast.
Wait, I
Yeah,
can
they were-
talk outside.
those that
I can
needed
talk
them
real
dashed
quick
straight
outside
for
my
you.
turn, right?
Yeah, like
Sort
a
of.
reaction.
Could I use a reaction to talk real quick?
Well, it has to be like a couple words.
Yeah.
It can't be like, hello, I think that we should do this instead of that, and
No,
then
exactly,
we
like-
go over there and we position it like... If it's like
see,
run
I meant
or...
to
Yeah, may I just then say?
Yeah.
I can try summon pixies.
Oh fucking damn.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Now it's up to you. You can dimension door
I
or not.
dimension door.
I am fully willing.
Sorry,
Hopefully we'll-
Nathan, we need to. It's a bad plan. Everything.
Alright.
fully aware. Like, but I was just docking up. What can I do to protect?
So you open this door and you pull yourself and Arisa through it, and it closes behind you, and you go 300 or 500 feet away.
Where did you teleport us? Up in the air or down to the ground?
Yeah, like.
Please tell me
right.
down to the ground.
No, I'm teleporting us into the monolith.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he's going for the throne chamber, man.
It's you
right,
and me
so
against Isidore, dude.
Yeah, no, like the real double cross is Tazio wants the gold and the glory.
The two of you are soloing, you know?
Yeah.
The doing, you know.
Okay, so you bail out of there,
Yeah.
like 500 feet opposite direction, behind some cover.
And then I just fly down.
Okay. In that case,
Before I do that, I will scream, retreat! So the others know that they are need to go back.
You know.
in that case, you see the three of you looking or standing on the ground. You look up and you see Tazio and Arisa vanish, and then like half a second later, 6 gargoyles just fly straight at the place that they would have been, and just like slam into each other almost as they're just like going full speed and just in for the kill.
You see some debris of stone. I'm guessing like falling down as well.
Yeah, Storm gets like some gravel in his eye, and it's like
You don't have your goggles.
Yeah,
Exactly.
he's used to it.
You're so
He's
used
having
to
goggles.
wearing them because you've been wearing them like non-stop the last like month or something. Just some gravel
So-
comes down, you just like glasses. Wait, no.
Yeah, he's like, oh, gravel. Like knowing everything is protected and then nothing.
So the gargoyles just come there. You've heard the horn be sounded, and or actually, would the three of you have stood further away since Dara cast
We
the
probably would.
spell?
Yeah, we
or,
cast it
since
like
you-
1
yeah.
minute away
Okay.
from the.
In that case, you
Yeah,
don't even see
1 or 2
all of this.
something like that.
Okay.
So
But
Storm,
I
you
will-
don't get the gravel in your eye. I'm sorry.
I will, before I dimension or I screamed retreat,
Yep,
so that
yep.
hopefully the others heard it.
We're quite high up, so yeah, it should be probably be heard.
It's just like Storm can hear this like retreat. It's like, oh,
We out, lads.
We're already retreating.
It was a valiant attempt.
Mm-hmm.
Was it though? Was it though?
Back outcast.
Yeah, back to Outcast. And
Back to the drawing board.
Regroup. Okay, so
Oh.
what do we do next?
So the problem was that they saw us. You heard the horn.
Yep.
We will just have to go in when the monolith is up. It won't be easy to get that. There was 6 gargoyles ready to attack us.
So how do we go
How do we get in next time?
Well, we will. I guess we will have to sneak to there with your pass without trace.
Or
Oh,
once
yeah.
we get in, aren't they going to swarm us as well?
Well, as long as they see us. But if you use pass without trace,
we go into throne room?
and I can, if someone is stupid enough to not be stealthy, I can give you another shot.
Yeah, well, what I mean is, once the fighting gets going
Yes.
against Isidore, what's to stop him from calling him back up?
Nothing.
How will we do that?
Yelling.
Yelling, us
We
blowing
probably
up
have
the
mind
room.
But that's
Well,
will we have honor or not?
just
this
because,
time?
that
Or you
we,
know, what happens if he just decides to just flee and just
But
decide my
like,
minions
what
can
will
take
the
care of it?
monolith do? He will still be able to have backup.
Yeah,
with
no,
the
exactly. That's my
without-
point as well. The monolith was to weaken him potentially, but it was never a source for that. We should really see, while we still have time, the little time before the sword is ready, see if we can't figure out anything of what's giving him dominion over his army.
well, I think that he spawns the lesser vampires,
Yeah.
and the
right,
guards
through
are
killing.
probably from the monolith, but I don't know.
I mean, basically what you read in the books, like, first of all, the book explicitly mentions that he used the monolith to control people in the past.
And
You also would have learned things about, like, generally how vampires work, either through the book or if you'd had it, like, a quick conversation with Colton.
Yeah.
Essentially, a vampire bites a person, the person rises as a vampire spawn, can then be allowed, or can be granted, like, free will by the sponsor vampire, or they can remain a serving vampire spawn forever.
Okay.
Obviously these ones are not as powerful as you would have heard a vampire, like a full vampire would be, so these are obviously vampire spawns that you've been fighting so far. Also, since they quite blindly appear to serve Isidore, they're also his spawn, obviously. So they've not been granted the free will that would define a full-blown vampire.
You did also note that vampire can charm people without.
Yeah.
That was one of the vampire powers.
How far into the castle is the throne room? Because I've been there before in Dara.
The throne room, from what you were able to estimate being in there, you would have seen that, or you would estimate that it's like at the core of the palace. However, one thing that you would remember, which I don't think I remembered to tell you when you were actually in there, but if you had looked up, you would have seen the big glass dome filled with water right above you.
Wow.
Oh.
It's like a centerpiece for the throne room. The throne room is also probably about spans like across 2 of the 3 floors of the palace.
That's cool.
It's everything.
That's actually really cool. That would refract in light, really.
Okay, but I have another thing we need to do. We should ask Colton and Dex and everyone there to make a distraction outside the palace, so they call the reinforcements.
I was just
outside.
about to ask that. Yeah, because then we can get all the non-vampires out of the castle.
Or
But
if they just on the edge.
A good enough distraction.
Yeah, so we should ask them if they can do that for us.
But what could be lucrative enough for them?
So I mean
Dex Colton.
Dex. Okay, nice.
His name is Dex Colton.
Yeah, I forgot the last name.
Yeah.
I usually call him Colton.
Yeah.
And
I did not
Uh,
even know he was called Dex.
Okay, we head to Dex and his group.
Okay, yeah, they have their own little corner in the Outcast hideout.
Yeah.
See, Clarabelle is the first one to notice you.
Greetings, gorillas.
You should not keep calling us that.
Gorillas?
Guerrilla.
Gorilla, good. We are in. We would like some help tomorrow by you distracting the vampire spawns while we kill Isidore.
By making them call the reinforcements towards you instead of inside the castle.
Should be simple enough. It looks over to the others. They kind of nod in agreement.
You just need to buy time, that's everything.
Should be easy enough, as I said. So you're planning to do this tomorrow, then?
Yep.
Yes. As soon as we have enchanted his board.
Well, if you think you can do it.
Yeah. Easy.
Quite
Well,
confident.
tomorrow then.
Forgive me if I'm hesitant, but it
Yes.
seems like you're not really prepared for this.
How else would we be prepared?
Vera allowed me to take a look at your notes. The way I understand it, that sword wouldn't be a bad idea.
What sword?
Evangeline's sword.
But we
You're
can't
saying we have to go to her grave and get her sword?
Probably would help.
Where
Yeah,
was
we
that
take days.
located? Where would this?
It was in central Primera, in Rainhill. It's like
Really?
northern central Primera-ish.
Yeah, Thromera. Rainhill.
That will probably
Rainhill!
that will
Are you
probably
kidding?
take over.
Rainhill, that's like weeks away.
I don't think we have more than a month. This is our chance because he will just have another monolith in a month.
You see this? You see this? You see this strong elk man?
Fritz just
he's
kind of
more
awkwardly standing there.
He's more than a sword.
Is it only Tazio and Storm, or?
No, the whole
Yeah, the whole
No, like everybody. I assume unless you didn't want to follow, in which case that's
No,
fine.
it's just I wanted to double check it. Well, you say the monolith will be up in a month.
probably
Just
like
short.
they're probably going to bring it up again soon. The big one.
What does your sword do, by the way, Fritz?
My sword?
Your sword. We got it, but we never figured out what it did. You just gave it away because you had so much time to... You had very fast time to leave.
Do you want me to like summarize what it does?
I mean, yeah.
Because I
Yes,
wrote it
thank
down
you.
in the document that you have. But I have it up here,
I
so
mean, you understand that better anyway. So.
basically what Fritz explains here
Nice.
is that it is a lunar sword, which is able to store moonlight in order to then channel it into a radiant glow that makes it illuminate the area around it, and then uses this radiance to deal it extra damage.
Dexty,
Nice.
what ways are there to stop a vampire from healing? Or did we have that in our life?
Well, I have a one way to do so.
Various kinds of sunlight.
Would the fix like radiant holy damage help in any way?
Well,
In
again-
theory, yes.
Perfect.
So
We have a
let's-
raging sword as well.
Guys, I'm still wondering, like, why, if it's up in a month, why could we not spare 1 or 2 weeks?
I'm not.
It will take a few weeks to get up there.
We're
A
here
few
with
weeks?
us.
Or a week?
Well, it won't take.
You're wondering how long it takes to go to Rainhill and find a sword there that might not even be there, and then go back to
We
that.
need to rob.
How much is one of these sexagon?
It is, if you're
One.
using the, like, yeah, it's 1 day.
1,
traveling.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I think I already have it written down here. Let me check this.
That's like 3 weeks or something.
25, 26, 27, 28, 29,
Wait, you're kidding?
31, 32, 33, 34, 35 for one way.
Yeah,
so
35.
70 days in total.
That is, of course, if you decide to walk at a normal pace the entire...
Yeah, but it
Well,
won't be.
I will say, Fritz,
Even having it would be shit.
Fritz, you could talk to them about your ability that I don't know if you know that you have.
Oh, I think what he. I know what he.
I guess I don't know what ability I have.
Oh, lol.
You have a thing these days that allows you to double the pace that you and up to 10 other creatures can travel in a day.
Oh yeah, the elk thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's still 30
And-
days.
I could try conjuring horses.
Which would speed it up even more.
Because then we're
Yeah.
on horseback, plus we're doubling already from the ability of being the elk ability, and then
I do not see how a single sword would turn a fight that much when Dara
But
can
what we
throw
can do
spells
is
that will hinder him.
if we fail this,
If you fail and don't come back, then I'm going after the sword.
yes.
Yeah.
But I think that we can do it without sword.
I
Yeah,
actually am more for the sword. I think in a battle that was so close just to get to the monolith,
But that,
we
She
would
was alone.
want every single.
She was alone. She had no co-workers to fight with. She was just a simple paladin with a simple
Yes,
sword.
and
we are
as
indeed-
that, and she managed to defeat him. But we, as co-workers on the monolith, almost
that's-
slaughtered.
but if we
We did not. That was the most simple task ever. We destroyed the
I didn't
monolith.
even
and
scratch
ran.
about that.
Like half the party came back almost dead.
Yeah, but Storm and
Storm.
Tazio just left without even taking damage,
Yeah.
and we're like, easiest job we've ever done, simple, in
And
and out. It was
we-
quick,
Yes,
effective,
the
and
rest
easy.
of us had
Yeah.
to sacrifice
But
everything.
they don't
Yeah.
really, they didn't go through it, so it's...
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that. I'm fucking ranting to Storm here.
But
Why are
I
you
think
ranting?
that we this
I
is
am
one
ranting
opponent.
because you left us with.
We said, destroy the monolith, run.
We could not. We were pinned down,
But
and now you're
you
trying to
had
go
bad
after somebody who's at least if we're lucky, only 10 times as hard. We'd
Like- You have my help here now. You
Plus,
do not
you will still
have
have-
my help in a month when we've gotten a sword.
well, what
Then
would it?
At this point, Clarabelle butts in, and she's like, excuse me, if I may, Storm, I just wanted to correct you a bit. I know of the legend of Evangeline. She was the one who succeeded. She wasn't the only one who tried. Groups similar to you tried and failed before.
do you know who we are?
You are the co-workers. People with their names in history books died to Isidore.
We don't have any history books because we are evil. We are outcasts.
we are not evil. You might
you're
be, but
not.
I am not evil.
Exactly. You returned. You've not been part of the evil.
Storm,
Dara is
evil
not
or
evil.
not,
My wife. Don't you fucking dare call my wife evil.
Storm.
I mean,
Yeah, what's
your
he
wife
done?
has done that.
Listen, Isidore is the very definition of evil, and he is very much in every history book detailing anything about our history.
Yes, of course. But that's because he's freaking taken over Venethal. Have the fuck out. Have we done that? No, because we
No.
don't have any
That-
interest in that.
That doesn't back
you have
up your
done other stuff that
merits.
could have warned you in the history books, yet you're not yet, as of yet. But why? Let's calculate this. You said what is 25 days to get there on foot.
No,
35 on foot at a
30
regular pace, which is instantly halved by
35.
Fritz, and then
Half
with
by
a mount,
Fritz
So
it
total
has
But
like
how much with the
20%.
mount?
It's like a 20% increase or something in speed.
with the mounts, and then half that. What is that? Like, I'm ballparking in 15 days?
Okay, so
15, 17 days?
I can give me like 2 minutes and I'll calculate the absolute
Yeah.
maximum you could travel. Like, and I'm talking pushing yourselves to the
Yes.
limit. You would leave
Because
yourselves
that's what we would have
vulnerable
to-
on the road, and
Yes.
you would be like really rushing it.
Listen
Um,
Because I could even travel.
I am
like,
not. I'm
if
having storm. I am not taking 50 days from Era and back for a simple sword.
okay, you can
being
stay.
worth
You can stay
10,000
here.
gold.
Fritz, I, and Dara go on
No.
ahead.
Why would you? I don't want to stay here.
Fritz
because
and I
can
go
get-
ahead, and
But I can't go gold. You know my motivation. My motivation is glory and gold. I do not go 50.
but your
days.
motivation is also not dying.
But that motivation.
To gain
I
the
can
gold, to
escape
gain the
it.
glory, you have to kill him and survive.
It would get to
That's
that
the
point.
problem.
Get to
The
that
problem
point.
is not.
If it would get to that point where I have to escape, I will escape.
Exactly, but we sure just need to get to the point of escape.
okay, so
You can also escape.
okay,
You can turn it-
if you really like mounted all the time,
Mhm.
fast traveling pace
Yes.
with Fritz's bonus, it will be 10.5 days to get there. 10.5 days back, 21 days total.
That's too long.
And there's no
There's
guarantee
just
that you
there's
will
just
summon
there
horses.
there are just a few problems with the whole traveling thing. One,
Let me hear that.
Yeah, we can't guarantee that you will summon horses.
that
Well,
too. But the biggest problem
I'm pretty sure I could be proficient enough in this situation for horses, especially if it's the lower amount of them. Like some kind of mountable steed. But also, as long as we're actually scratch that, if we go with Fritz only, if it's just me and Fritz, we can travel
It's
faster. We can travel faster than and mounted. Because we can travel by air.
Motivation to this. Fritz
At that
came
point,
here
we can
to
travel by
scout.
air.
Did not come here to go to Thrimera and grab a sword. He wants to be in the army. He wants to be a brigadier. He don't want to
He
die.
came here to solve the situation. Why would Fritz be against this? Am I wrong in assuming, Fritz, that you would be willing if we can find a way to get us there? and back?
Okay, so Fritz, you're standing there. You see Storm is now waving a knife in the air for some reason. Arisa is just like, "Come on!"
Yeah, exactly. That's
You're
literally
like
what I'm doing
you're like
in
the
real life.
child between two parents that are like about to divorce each other.
Yeah, I'm trying to separate all the screaming and hear what you're trying to say. So, yeah.
Well, I can just say this.
Why are you here?
It's a
Why are you
Why are
here?
you here?
There's such a mean
Well, I
question.
mean, yeah, I guess I would be up for the sword because I am, oh shit, I'm dropping shit. Because-
Fritz is just nervously dropping things now as well. It's like, ah, God.
No, not Fritz. The person behind.
The situation is perfect because it's like we all want the same thing. It's just a matter of like the risk taking. Like, what do we accept as a valid risk taking?
Just
This
think of the
take-
positive character development. Storm does not want a magical item, potentially.
Oh yeah,
It's not worth the.
I have been wanting
it's
to
not worth
set
the
up.
20 days. We can have one day kill Isidore and be rich, but
And-
you want to go 40 days to.
Okay, I'm gonna put this as a perspective here.
Huh?
In just a few seconds, they boosted my damage enough that as far as I'm aware, the tankiest party member, they bursted down all my health. I was like so close to being bloodied, and like if I had gone
You're
at
talking
most
you
2
are not-
rounds, if I were lucky, I would have been dead.
yourself, because I'm not changing anything. It's Storm that you have to talk to.
Yes, I'm talking as fucking in game. I'm not talking meta game.
It's
I am
bloody.
talking as the tankiest member.
Huh?
I am talking as the tankiest member in just a few seconds. Because that's how long each round is. Those are only a few seconds. So in a couple of seconds, I got bursted down with their slashing, biting, and hitting.
No way! No way, Arisa. But why would a single sword help you with not getting bursted down 2 seconds or not, huh?
If you have paid any attention to the research, I am fully aware you have not understood a single piece of the research we've been researching for a couple of weeks.
What did the research tell us about the
Couple of days.
The sword told us that it has been a... What is it? This only time or one of the 2 times or something like that he's ever been defeated, and it was due to the sword.
Yes.
It's unclear, like, because Evangeline never fought him before she got the sword, so to the exact extent that the sword was useful is unclear. So Storm has a point in saying that, you know, she was one person. It may just have been her being very powerful, because that is also a very known fact. What you need to evaluate in this situation is really, like, how useful is the sword going to be?
How many men do I have that are technically operational?
What did you say?
How many men do I have that are technically still operational?
Well, 2 of them are kind of in a rough spot. The rest of them are, like, decent enough to
They can help distract.
for instance.
So I mean, I could spare 2 men for this mission. If we don't go, or if we want to just, like, do it now and not do the sword thing.
The thing is,
No, it'd be amazing if they distract as the gorillas.
no, but they can follow us in and fight Isidore.
No, they can't, because you have to have magic stuff to destroy him, probably, eh? That's why we're enchanting the sword, because some Knight Brigaders don't have magical stuff. Now,
I'm all for doing it now and not wasting.
the sword
About
cannot be that strong that it cannot change the whole outcome. Evangeline was a single paladin, and that should tell us that this fight should be easier than expected.
Also, she died.
Yes, he died, and that's
Because she was alone. We're not alone. As long as we don't try to fight before we need to fight him and sneak past everything, we can do this. And when we came in here, we said, at least me and Storm, I believe, that we are going to be here and do what we can. And if that's not enough, we will leave and do something else, probably go south. And by walking out of the city for grabbing a sword and then coming back is
as
like,
Portland Horizon said. We do not have time for pity business. We have only time to conquer and do what is best now. Now who's with me? Let's kill this.
I'm with you.
No.
I
Yeah,
still
but
think it's a really
Dara.
bad idea, and I still think we should.
I don't think the sword will make such like big difference, because I don't think the Storm can wield it, and it's only Fritz that can wield it, or
And
one
he
of his men.
We already have a magical sword.
Yes.
I can't wield this
That's-
great sword as he
is-
has.
His sword is still effective against vampires.
By the way, Fritz, I texted you a thing if you didn't notice.
Yeah, just
Dara, are you with me to fight for freedom of Vendenthal and kill Isidore tomorrow?
Because if we need to wait
For the
3
purpose
weeks,
of, I'm so certain I know what kind of item this sword is. I should, for the sake of not metagaming, not take a stance on what we actually do with this.
I mean,
because
you've technically seen a statue of Evangeline with the sword.
So,
Well-
so like, and we
Why
have
would
done
we meet
extensive
again? We're
research.
talking in
So, like,
person.
Knowing enough of, like, if you go on the assumption that I think you're going on, I don't actually know what that item does. But I'm assuming you're thinking it might be, what was that item called? Like, Sun Sword? Or something like that? Divine Sword, something like that. Whatever. Like, I'm assuming it's just a sword with radiant damage, but even so, like, that's enough assumption your character could make, that it's some sword that's basically just
yeah, but I'm not gonna do that. That's
the door
metagame.
from a
Why would you
from a
metagame?
Ethan
We're
to a
talking
chump.
character.
That's because that's my character's assumption there.
Metagame is never the
Well,
option.
That's
So
not
what do you
metagame.
think, Dara?
That's what I'm pretty much
yeah,
saying.
well, if
Because
Leon
from what I read,
decides,
from what I read, which you could either go with the assumption that you've made, where it's basically it was only her strength, or the assumption I took from reading it, which is the sword turned from Isidore into a chump. That was that basically
Yes.
fell over.
he's already like decided what he wants to do, like that he doesn't want to take a stance because he thinks it's metagaming. If he thinks it's metagaming, it's his choice.
I mean, I'm pretty sure what it does, and therefore I know if it's
Are you
useful
gonna
or
talk
not. So therefore, it would be metagaming of me if I take a stance. That's the kind of the
What?
problem.
What would Dara do? There's no fucking metagaming. What would Dara, your character, do? Not the metagaming Leon do.
I can say this much just
Go
to
for the sword, probably. Actually,
I'll
But-
put it well.
That's
I'll put it
motivate-
this way, just so that you can forget the meta thing. I haven't ripped off Curse of Strahd, if that is what you're wondering. So no.
no, it's not that one.
Okay.
It's like-
I want to say one other thing. We could actually travel slightly faster, maybe saving a day or so on travel or at max speed, because I even double checked it. I can travel more than just as long as we're only two that travels need to be traveling. We can instead do flights by flying by air and go Giant Eagle, which is actually faster than the horses are, and they're flying, which should also increase it because we don't need roads.
Wow.
I would rather go down south.
Change my point.
So
Does
that
it-
should save a day or two.
There are just a few problems with the whole abandoning the city for 3 weeks, basically.
Yeah,
Well,
like,
we could
I would
split up
rather
the party.
go away.
Right there.
south.
Basically, have one section stay just maintaining everything as it is, and one section just going off.
And you think I would trust you to go and find this sword and not leave with it, selling it for thousands
You're
of
the one
gold?
with all the gold.
I have no gold left. What are you saying? I have
You're the
75
one-
gold in my pocket.
You're the one at this point wanting to fucking. Where are we standing? Where are we standing?
Somewhere in the Outcast hideout, kind of like
You're-
next to
yeah,
Dex
okay.
Colton and the group
You're the
that are
one
just watching
who-
you guys.
Who planning on
Don't
this
say it. Don't say
giant?
it. Don't say it. You don't say it.
Whatever it is. You're the one with grand plans. I am the one fucking sitting here and wanting to dig up in what you're claiming to be a dusty old, worthless thing. What's so wrong with that?
You're saying now you're even admitting to it. That is a dusty old trash thing, eh?
No, I say that's what you perceive it as.
Yeah. I perceive it as that because we already have everything we need. We do not need a single sword, and sure, it might be worth something, but you won't fucking want to sell it either way.
Ugh.
That's the thing.
Why would I want to sell it?
That's the thing. I would want to sell it because it gives us gold. You would not like to sell it because it's valuable, and you don't want to take it probably either because it's stealing from a grave.
It wouldn't be stealing from a grave.
Yes, it would.
It's grave robbing.
It technically would be.
This is
There
grave
you go.
robbing.
Even Dara.
And besides, I have nothing against grave robbing if it's for the greater good.
But, like...
I doubt that she would mind me digging it up for the purposes of continuing her legacy.
I like this. Sure, but you're still doing a bad.
Okay, I guess so we go for a full-on round of votes. All in favor for, or at least sending in a party out, whether or not it's the full party or whatever, to attempt to retrieve the sword. Say aye.
No one is saying aye.
So you are with me. You are with me now.
All in favor of going instead tomorrow to kill Isidore.
Oh!
Aye.
Oh!
Right.
Everyone, let's go.
I like that technically Arisa didn't even vote for her own option.
Well,
Like,
no,
if you get technical.
You can't vote out for your own. You're presenting your own argument.
Storm
so-
just voted for his own.
Yeah, well, his vote is invalid because he doesn't know how the voting system works.
Glorious.
Well, I voted at least for Storms.
Hey, by the way, Taz, give me back my glasses.
No.
Thank you. So, now, tomorrow we are killing Isidore. And if we fail,
This madness.
We leave.
and if we do not, we become rich. Now, thank you for your contribution. We will see you tomorrow, Dex. Keep a weather eye out. I will have a good night.
You get a.
With that last comment, Arisa is feeling very much like running away.
Dex is just like rolling his eyes, shaking his head, like kind of wondering to himself, like, what did I just witness?
No roleplay though.
You see the Tormentor sitting a bit in the back, just like giving a smug smile towards you, as usual. There's Ark, completely like emotionless facial expression, just staring into your souls as you meet his eyes for moments. Clarabelle is just seems a bit stressed out right now.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure how to react to what she just listened to. Okay, so do you want to do anything now?
I'm a rest. Because it's Dora's shift.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. I will prepare for tomorrow.
All right.
8 hours of humming.
So I believe tomorrow there will be. It will be
We
like
don't have to-
half a day, right? To finish the
I want to
sword.
go and talk to
No.
our cast leader.
We've already done, like, this is the 5th, I believe.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Because we did one day and then two.
Alright, so Arisa, you wanted to go to Vera.
Mm-hmm.
This day or the next day?
This day.
Okay. Anyone else?
I can follow.
Do Arisa want someone with, or does she
Yeah.
tell anyone, or does she?
No,
want
I don't tell anyone.
Okay, then I don't.
Yep. So you go to Vera. You
Yeah.
find her. She's currently like talking to some people as usual. Turns to you. Hello. How are things?
Hello.
At this point, I've run out of things to
Hey,
say to
Alex.
people, so I just ask them how their day is, basically.
I
Well-
know how you're feeling. I was wondering, you have this teleportation network, right?
Yeah, the hub network. That is correct.
You don't have any connections to. I'm now forgetting the name of the place. What
Rainhill?
was? What did you say?
Rainhill?
Yeah, Rainhill. Thank you. You don't have any connections to Rainhill?
Uh,
Perchance, or anything in proximity?
They don't have a major outcast hideout in Rainhill, but there is one in Elderthal. About 2 weeks on foot.
There's no chance I could get special permission. to travel or to retrieve something to kill Isidore?
It's not possible because I would need to submit you for permanent membership via the council, and if I were to do and make an exception, I would have to permanently expel you afterwards, which would render you banished from all outcast hideouts forever. As soon as you were done with it, so I'm afraid I can't. I mean, the circles are still circles. If you have another way to get to it, that would still be an option. I mean,
Where are
the
the
function
circles
is...
located?
Well, there would be one in the Elderthal hideout.
Behind a locked door, or?
It's guarded, but when you arrive, they won't stop you from leaving. And as long as you're accompanied by someone, if you were to... I mean, it's, you know, it's a regular permanent teleportation circle. I'm not a mage. I don't know the exact specifics of how they make it so that anyone can travel with them to
And
the
how would
hub,
we get
but...
to one of these teleportation circles from here?
Well, if you know the sigil, you could always go there with a spell. If maybe Tazio or someone knows it. He's a mage, right?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
If he knows it, or if you have anyone else that knows it, there are some people in the outcasts that do know.
Very well. Thank you.
No worries. Are you still going ahead with the plan of
I don't know, it
going
seems
tomorrow?
like suicide.
Well,
Storm seems to be just filled with greed for glory and materialistic things as always. I fear for my life.
at this point, suicide mission sounds like our best bet. Because I think it will be no matter who we send in there.
I don't like the sound of that, but
Neither do I.
I had a plan to retrieve a legendary sword that was used to kill Isidore before, but
Oh yeah, I looked at the notes. I know about it. I
Yeah,
spoke to Colton about it.
he doesn't want us to take the time out to collect it, even though
It did briefly mention something about it being slightly broken.
Huh?
Yeah,
Yep.
something about the hilt or the cross guards or something like that.
Oh well, that's problematic. Very well. Thanks anyway.
I mean, what is broken can be reforged.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah, I'm fully aware of that.
Wait,
It's like Riven.
yeah. Oh, yeah. It's true.
That was a League of Legends reference for
Okay.
those of you that don't play the game.
Damn.
What's League of Legends?
I don't know, it's some stupid game that 12-year-olds play.
Yep.
Never heard of it.
So
Oh, you mean Fortnite? Okay, got it.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I
It's like
misspelled.
Fortnite,
I
right?
misspelled Fortnite by saying League of Legends.
Do we speed up?
Yeah.
Well, depends.
I actually want to go back to Tazio.
We already talked about this. It doesn't have the spell.
I want to go back specifically to Tazio.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine. You got approach Tazio.
So, I was just wondering, do you know the spells to connect yourself to a magic circle?
No, but I'm working on that.
And I'm assuming you're a bit off.
I mean, it can take all from like 1 day to a month to complete it. I don't know when I'm gonna complete that.
Damn it.
And then I assume, why do you want that spell for? Because I assume you want me to use it. That's why I asked.
Yeah, I realized when we were done with the conversation that maybe we could actually
Teleport to Ryan here.
Yeah, teleport it closer.
But that wouldn't work.
Yeah.
Because I have never been there before.
Well,
So I have no chance.
I guess
I need to find a teleportation pad and remember the sigils on that pad to be able to teleport to it. The only sigils I know right now is from my hometown.
Tazio, just make an intelligence check.
22.
Okay. I mean, Sophos is taking you to places via the network without bringing you through the hub.
Yeah, but he knows the.
Yeah, but just, you know.
I mean, like, I have never
Try
seen
recalling
the,
information.
that, like.
It's mainly just that, you know, you can still use the teleportation
Yeah.
circles even if you don't go through the hub. That's basically.
Yeah, I know that. I just need to have seen the teleportation.
Yeah, no, that is definitely still the case.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, yeah.
Very, very well, I guess. It's a few.
So that wouldn't work. We need to get there. That's why we need. It's easier to have access to the hub because it will be free as well. But we will. Let's just hope get done.
Yeah, I guess I'll see you tomorrow then.
Yeah. Good luck. So make sure you sleep good.
Just seeing you in the back and doing like victory.
It sounds so ominous where it's like, good luck getting some good sleep.
Yeah.
Hope you don't wake up with a dagger in your heart.
Yeah. I mean, like, we need everyone to rest before this.
Okay, so.
Yeah, I guess I wait with Dara, assist her a bit with just the mundane shit, and then go to sleep.
Okay, does anybody want to do anything before?
9.
And as always, I meld into the stone to sleep.
Okay, in that case, Dara, as
Yes?
you are preparing to go to bed, I think your camera is frozen, by the way.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah, it is actually. Hold on, I'm gonna do it. So, this should help.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
It says no camera now.
Right before you
Go
go to
to
sleep, you manage to finish the enchantment for the sword. It is now a sword with +1 damage. Not a hit
Nice.
chance. Storm is probably still awake, but also probably about to go to bed.
Well, only one way to find out. I have to stab someone with it. Nah.
You wait for Storm to go to sleep, and then you stab him in the heart. You can go find him.
Yeah.
It's like that. It's like that meme.
Huh?
Are you dead?
Is it done?
Shoots the person in the head.
Yes, it's finally done. Try it out, but not on any person.
Beautiful sword. Let's see. How do I try it out? On what?
I don't know. Do you want to go find something?
There's probably a training goal or something.
It's
I
now
tried
see
on
his
myself.
face.
Okay,
Sneak
no,
attack
I
on
don't
yourself.
want to eat myself.
Storm accidentally severs his own arm
Exactly.
right before the battle.
It
Please-
looks.
please
If
do.
you say it's done, it's probably done. I don't need to test it. It looks.
I mean, you just kind of like touch the edge and it just cuts you. Like that slight touch manages to actually like puncture your thick skin.
Whoa.
It's like a permanently sharpened blade that is like
Nice.
razor
Sounds
sharp.
ready.
So yeah, you have a magical weapon that is considered +1 to damage. So don't
Here's
forget
Dara.
that 1
Yeah.
damage.
Might be deal breaker, you know.
Yep.
Could be. Imagine like Storm forgets to add that, and Isidore survives with like 1 hit point, manages to like regen, and just take you out one after another instead of actually dying.
Yeah, Dara, you're using tomorrow the stop regen spell, yeah. A lot.
Yes. Yep. Chill touch you're referring to.
Ah, yeah.
Yes.
That's perfect.
I think the sword would help as well, but we don't know. We can only hope.
Meditate well.
Yes. See you guys tomorrow.
We go.
Oh, we're doomed.
Yes.
Speed.
The night goes by, and the next day comes. Let me just track this in the calendar so we have it all like properly. How many days has it been anyway?
Like
Since we came to the city, you
week
mean?
and a half,
No, I mean like this session.
1 day.
3.
More
No,
than
three,
that.
three.
3 days. We're now waking up on the 3rd day.
Yeah, that checks out.
Because when we went to sleep, we had 2 days. First time we went to sleep, we had 2 days of finishing the work on the sword. 2 work days. So this should be the 3rd day.
Yeah, I'll probably have to double check the
Yeah.
counting afterwards, but
But I'm pretty much on it. It should be 3 days.
Yeah.
Or like this should be the 3rd day.
you're approaching the end of life's fervor and getting closer to summer's warmth.
Hey,
It's either like the
soon Dara-
27th or the 28th.
Hey, it's soon Dara's birthday! Yay!
It's true, it's like a week and a half.
Pretty sure we've already missed mine.
Well,
Does
yes.
Arisa actually have a...
Yeah, Arisa
Yeah.
has one.
Arisa has one.
I have one, but I don't know when it is.
Actually,
Tazio.
Fritz doesn't have a birthday. We'll have to sort that out after this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fritz was never born.
You know when he was...
I'm the oldest in the party, or is Fritz oldest in the party?
Fritz is oldest.
Fritz
He's
is
older. A lot.
definitely older than all of you.
No, I want to say, Simon, you're the oldest in the party, except for Fritz, yet you seem to be the most reckless.
Yes.
Well, you're immortal, you know. You don't have to.
I'm a Lizardfolk
Yeah.
after all.
You don't have to.
Okay.
Yeah,
Next day comes
so
along.
next day.
Okay, we go to Brigadiers. What up, Fritz? You ready to kill this lord? Are your men distracting the other vampires also? Have you talked to them?
Yeah, I have 2 men ready to go.
Okay, nice. We're going to the Gorillas as well. Nice.
As you say that, Fritz Lapsley kind of like steps up and is like, Sergeant, like I can kind of like stick a sword through the hand and like wield it that way. I mean, I'm ready.
Dedicated.
You know?
Well, yes, but actually, no.
Come on, Sarge. You know I can do it. You know I'm up for the task.
I know you are. That's the problem.
Like at least a dagger, okay? I'm not talking about like your greatsword or anything. I'm just talking like small little weapon. Just imagine the surprise, you know? I'm just like, oh no, I'm unarmed, and then stab through my own hand. No one sees it coming.
Wow, yeah.
That's the favorite.
You sit this one out, please. I beg you.
All right. So I take him then, huh?
What are the other ones' thoughts on him joining? like the other brigadiers, like the doctors, like.
Yeah, Hubble is definitely like, no, we ain't going. Fillmore is just kind of like passively shaking his head, like, yeah, no, he ain't ready. Like,
Yeah.
Spiegler is still kind of dizzy from having hit his head quite hard in the battle.
Right.
Crayer is just busy reading a book.
What races
Yeah.
are they all humans?
No.
Okay.
I
Probably
think that
half-elves.
they're mostly humans and half-elves.
I don't think so.
Let me just check. Okay, so Fillmore is human, Spiegler is human, Hubble is human, Crayer and Lapsley are half-elves.
Okay, nice.
However, Crayer is almost like she isn't even 5 feet tall, so she almost looks like she could be a halfling or something.
Yeah, that's funny. Then we have 2 gorillas, and says that we should be ready soon to do this.
I just
I
make
will
sure
cast mage armor on myself.
Nice.
I just make sure that my guys are not in brigadier clothing.
I will
Yeah,
cast
sure.
mage armor on myself. One. No, never mind. No. Don't have to do that. Haha.
Sure. Okay, so which ones are you bringing then, Fritz?
Well, the 2 you said who were operational was.
Well, there are 3 that are operational. 2 of them are down.
There's 3 of them, but one's the medic guy,
Well,
so he
yeah,
he should stay with them.
That is true.
Yeah, and I mean Lapsley, his hand is broken. Basically, Spiegler was knocked out, right?
Fillmore.
Yeah, Lapsley is definitely the one that is the most out of commission. Spiegler
Yeah.
might be able to go, but he's a bit unreliable because his head is spinning a bit.
Yeah,
Fillmore and Crayer are like in pretty much 100%
Right.
condition, or like
Like
yeah.
I would have brought Spiegler had it not been that he, concussion doesn't really do you any favors in battle. So
Exactly.
Fillmore and Craig.
Yeah, and so the only thing that is really the question is, are you bringing Hubble or not? But like he should probably tend to.
Yeah.
do it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll let him stay.
So you're taking Fillmore and Crayer then.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yep, they're both ready. Craig just puts the book away. You see now that she has somehow gathered an entire pile of books that you still have no idea where they came from. Like she's probably found them somewhere. Fillmore just like gets up, seems to be ready. They've all like changed into commoners' clothes anyway, because being Knighthead Brigade members down here is a bit, attention attracting. But yeah, they're ready to go.
May I ask,
Yes.
Yep.
should we really be doing this big battle today?
Yes.
Let's try making a sort of session.
I mean, well,
We can
well,
start. We'll see where we come.
if we put it like this, y'all are not going to manage to like kill Isidore this session.
Probably
But
not.
we'll keep going for a little while longer. Like
Yeah,
I don't want to make it much longer, but
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I'm still up for playing for a while more. It's just
yeah, no, we're
I'm starting to come up on my limit on when I need to go. So
yeah, no, but it's fine. We won't be going for that much longer. I don't think. We'll go for a bit longer still.
And we come
better
to
to
gorilla.
check now than if we just enter combat or we start running off and
Yeah,
then
no, I
all
know.
of a sudden we have the drop out. And
I know when we should end this, more or less. Storm, where did you want to take the
We
group?
go to gorillas and check if they're left.
Okay, yeah, they seem to be kind of getting ready. You see, like, Dex Colton is currently, like, putting on some of his armor. He's lightly armored, but he's still, like, strapping that on, just, like, fastening the buckles and whatnot. So it's up to
Outside.
you.
Outcast in 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
Or you ready earlier?
You talked to Vera yet?
Ah, yeah, right. Fuck.
That's why we said 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's why 20 minutes. See you out there.
Alright.
Boom. Gather everyone. If I didn't already have Fritz and everyone.
I mean, I assume you went together.
And go to Vera.
Okay. You find Vera. She seems to be anticipating you this time around. Hello.
Hello.
Greetings.
How's your morning? Okay, forget about it. You're going, right?
Yes.
Cool. Yeah, a few things then. Since you are about to go, I think it's time to just make sure you are as prepared as I can make you. You've already talked to Colton, what I understand, about the sword, and that was quite a mess, I hear. I have contacted the Stronwick hideout. We are getting some resources and people coming to help out with what little we can do.
Lovely.
If there is anything you need from there, from outside, that can possibly be arranged as quickly as we can right now. If you need to contact anybody or anything like that. Otherwise, we
Send
have...
help. I am dying. No, I'm kidding.
Otherwise, we have some more information that you probably don't have yet from one of our scouts.
You tell.
Well, let me just find the old notes for this stuff.
When we were like fast forwarding, can I just like grab the blanket?
Where did you want to take the blanket from?
Like I just ask if they have a spare blanket I can take.
I mean, yeah, you can do that. That's fine.
Good.
Oh god.
Like you could kind of steal a blanket from anybody,
Yeah.
like an unwatched blanket.
Quite big blanket.
Like normal sized. It won't be huge. It will
Like,
be
I mean, like it's a 5x5 sort of, right?
yeah, basically.
Yeah, I think that's everything I need.
Right. So you see Vera just waves over somebody. Go get Aged and tell him to bring the map or the blueprints. The person she waved to runs off, comes back a moment later with this half elf man, a quite young man. You've seen him before as he came and kind of reported something, and you heard. I think Storm overheard Vera tell him to go back to the palace.
Yeah, it was what is it called? The spy,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
From what you could assume. He comes up to the group. You see he's holding some sort of papers. Reaches them over to Vera. She takes them. Says like thanks, and she goes over to the table and rolls them out. And you see on these papers, there are detailed blueprints of the entire palace.
Ooh.
So, this is what I managed to steal quite a while back from Jadar Dalvin's home when we were preparing for the assassination.
Nice.
Yes.
Edged over here has been spying on Isidore for us. I'll leave the word to you. And he kind of nods, takes a step forward. Yes, that is true. I worked at the palace before this. Still do, technically. It was a golden opportunity, and as a member of the Outcast as well, it wasn't one I wanted to pass up on. I have tried to track Isidore's movements to the best of my abilities. He seems to spend most of his time in the throne room during the days. He splits that between... always splits his time between that and his study, where he retreats for a few hours each day, as far as I've been able to tell. In addition, he has... he sleeps not on the second floor where the king would sleep, he sleeps on the first floor. And like he shows all this on the blueprints. I will get you the blueprints sometime before the next session. I have most of it done, but in order to like make it shareable enough, I'll have to go through it and make sure that it's like
You have to redact some information.
clear. Well, no, it's mostly that it's not entirely clear where like all the doors are and whatnot. Like some of the parts are things that...
you have just arrows like to every third room that just says Isidore. It's basically just indicating every room that Isidore has been in.
I might be able to get it done tonight. We'll see. if I do it while
Oh,
I watch
right.
Critical Role or something. But yeah,
Would you
I
assume
love it.
that he is in his throne
go
room
watch
at-
Critical. What did you say, Storm?
Do you assume he's in his in the throne room at the moment, or
What
does
time is it?
this is the time?
Uh,
I
it's
show the clock.
What time would it be? I'm trying to think.
Early. Like
Yeah, I
8
mean, you just
or-
woke up like probably less than an hour ago. I'm just
Yeah.
trying to think like, what would you want your sleep schedule to be? Because you've had enough time to adjust it to whatever like time is
Probably like-
scheduled to you.
8 o'clock.
Okay, so it's,
I would probably want to be up by 7 or 8.
well, they said 8,
Eight.
so then
Yeah, so-
that's
Well, you can just go to bed 1 hour earlier.
Yeah, I would probably go 7 then.
okay. Well, at this point, it would probably be like 8:30-ish.
Yeah.
Yes, I believe, from what I've been able to tell, he usually doesn't go to sleep until not long after noon. He sleeps over day. It's part of what vampires appear to do. Although, of course, they have shifts for the rest of them.
So
As
not in the
for-
throne room.
Well, if you go now, it's about 9:30, so for maybe 2.5 more hours, he would probably be there.
Perfect.
However, he doesn't let anybody enter the throne room. I don't know much of what is in there. I tried to sneak in once, but it was locked.
What kind of
You
lock?
would probably, well, I don't know, maybe barricaded. You'd probably be better off trying to use one of the secret passageways.
Ah,
Mhm.
nice.
That would be perfect. Do
There
you
are,
know?
and he shows on the blueprints. There's this one that leads into the royal bedchambers. And then there's this one. It's not exactly secret, but it's less known. And he shows you, actually, he shows you a corridor that you, Storm and Dara, you kind of remember that, since that was the corridor you took to get to the room where you were later arrested.
Shit.
Look at that. Bad memories all around.
Great memories.
Also, I don't know how you're planning to enter the palace itself, but there is a secret tunnel. If you're interested.
Can't you
Yes.
just enter from the front?
Let's go.
I mean, if you can get through the front gates. I personally use the secret tunnel to get in and out unnoticed.
So
we'll do
I
that.
assume that they don't know anything about these secret passages.
I don't think so. They are quite secret, so...
Was there anything that was connected to the throne chamber?
There is... Well, the royal bedchambers are connected to the throne room. And there is
Okay.
a tunnel to enter the bedchambers.
Then I think we're gonna take that path.
Take the secret path in. Take the secret path into the castle.
Alright.
And into the throne.
Can I see on? Can I like when I look at the blueprints? Where is the vault?
It is directly beneath the throne chamber.
And
Nice.
we can see the way in there.
Yes. It is a tunnel on the opposite side of where you would enter. Or a corridor, not a tunnel. Make it seem so
Perfect.
spooky.
Cavish.
I can show you the blueprints of the second floor, because that's the one that is sort of in an acceptable state.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't marked
It's
all the
probably big.
doors, but it is sort of finished.
It's probably good.
I can, I'll just take a screenshot of it and send it to you in over Discord. As I said, I'll update this and make it more clear and whatnot until
See.
before next session. But I'll send it on the server. Where would that be? Notes, right?
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah, probably.
So this is just the second floor. Keep that in mind.
Mhm.
And it's not 100% complete either.
Okay.
Nice.
The throne chamber is obviously the thing in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
If you can see the squares, there's like a checkered
pillars,
system.
right?
No, I mean like it's a kind of checkered system. Like if you
We
zoom
should
in,
probably wait.
then every square is like 1 feet or
Okay.
1 foot. So
Oh, 1, not 5.
yeah, it's 1 foot.
Okay.
It's okay if
Alright.
I share this with the stream, right?
Yeah, you can drop it in the chat.
No, I was going to share my screen.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
that's fine too. I don't mind.
Uh,
But yeah, you can probably tell that some of the doors along like the main corridor that goes around it are not really marked out very well.
Yeah.
Also, the dark gray is kind of like parts that aren't really accessible. Like the dark gray that goes around the edge is because the first floor and second floor are connected, so it's kind of like a gallery that runs around the entire palace.
Okay.
So you can
Well,
like
I
look down on the first floor around the edges from the second floor. The third floor does actually have floor, or like does actually go all the way out to the edges though.
Nice.
Okay. Great blueprints there. Something more you need to say?
Isidore never goes to the third floor because there
Nice.
are more windows there.
Sure.
Of course.
So if there were to be sunlight, I assume he tries to stay out of there just for the
The-
safety of it all.
the pond.
Yes.
What material is the bottom made out of?
Glass.
Some sort of glass.
How temper or thick is it?
I don't know. I haven't been in the throne chamber for a while and I've never really investigated it. It's strong enough to hold the massive amount of water that it's filled with. But
Okay.
I can't give you more of a thorough description of it. I'm not a scientist or anything.
And no one was allowed inside the throne room.
No, not since he took over. They take people in there from time to time, but they never return.
What time do they bring these people? So we don't.
3 times a day,
Mm-hmm.
or I should say 3 times a night.
Okay, so in the night time.
I mean, you might go for an evening meal if you go now. But I don't know, I haven't been able to figure out what actually becomes of them.
How many are usually going in when they are leaving a humanoid with him?
I've not really been able to find the patterns, maybe between 1 and 3 at a time.
Mhm.
Uh,
And so when we are going in now, he won't get any food.
Maybe. Look, he's inconsistent with that. I think it's just whenever he wants to eat. I suspect that they keep some people in the kind of dungeons. The palace isn't outfitted with proper dungeons, but they have some holding cells.
Yes.
And
Okay.
I suspect that maybe they keep people there, just in case he feels like an evening snack or something.
Perfect.
That's all I can
Well-
assume. I mean, I don't even know if he eats them, but it seems like it.
Mhm. Well, I think that's everything. If no one else wants to ask anything.
That's all the info I need.
Yes, let's go
I
then.
think that we are ready.
A horrible idea. Let's go.
Greatest idea ever. We head out and wait for the gorillas if they ain't there already.
They're already there, just like
Nice.
waiting.
So is everyone ready then?
Yes.
Yes.
Far from it, but let's go, I guess.
Perfect.
Farewell. To the castle, to Isidore's defeat we go.
Indeed.
Oh.
Secret entrance.
Okay.
To the chamber.
Right. So he would have told you like where to go for that. It's kind of close to the Nighttide Brigade garrisons, where the tunnel begins/ends. But you get some thorough instructions for how to access that. You're able to go there. You find the tunnel. The gorilla, like Dex Colton and the rest. Dex speaks and says, "So what do you need us to do now?"
I assume they do it at the entrance to just stir up a ruckus, so everything is
Yes.
like. So we'll say.
As long as it,
How long before they do it, like start?
well, how long does it take for the tunnel? I assume we asked that.
I
Like
mean,
how-
it would be like a few minutes to go through the
Yeah.
entire tunnel.
Mhm.
Let's say 10 minutes.
But they
to...
would also need to go back to the palace entrance if that is where you want them to cause
Yeah.
distraction.
Because then we can do that. When we enter the tunnel, they will head back and wait like 5 minutes, and when we hear the horn, we will go into the throne room. Because the horn for the
You're unsure if you would hear the horn from
okay,
like
We just say a
below
time.
the palace.
10 minutes.
yeah, 10 minutes,
I think we'll
10
need,
minutes.
I think
stir
we'll need
ruckus.
15.
50.
We'll probably
50.
need 15 to get back there and then catch their attention.
Yeah,
Works perfect.
just remember, you just need to do it. You don't need to fight them. Just make sure that they are occupied for a
We'll
while.
fight them. We'll take down as
Perfect.
many as we can.
And you have these two who helping you. I point towards Fritz, Filmar, and I don't know the other
So,
names.
Fritz, are you
Spiegler.
gonna tell them to follow them, or are you gonna keep your soldiers with you?
We can't
I
give
don't
away
know.
Fillmore. Man.
No, man.
What?
So I guess-
But they
I
can
guess
do
we'll-
anything. What?
They are meat shields for us. Come on, let's do it.
Okay, whatever you say,
Uh,
Fritz.
No, I don't know. I think I'll keep them with me.
Sure.
Good choice. When we are in the tunnel, I will summon my cackler.
Okay. You throw out the amulet, it turns into the cackler, instantly just bursts out into laughter, like loud laughter that just echoes through the tunnel.
That's
Quiet. No, we are going to stealth now, so you're gonna be quiet.
why is he stopping him now?
Quiet.
I thought he would be
Quiet, he says really loudly.
And it starts kind of like doing the very like over exaggerated parody
unsummon
stealth
him?
thing.
no.
You're not
Then
getting
we-
rid of me, lizard.
Then we kill him. Then we
No.
kill him. What do
He
you
will
know?
Slow like.
Well,
with a laugh.
people will come. If
We're
we
going
keep
to stealth. If you don't
People
fucking
are
stealth, I will
already on
summon
their
you
way.
back, okay?
Like after this, you see how my character kind of like just wants to turn around and walk away.
I'm just gonna say, if you don't make any sound, not that fucking tip tap shit, you will be able to fucking blast a vampire.
Ooh, I don't know what that is, but I wanna do it.
Yes. Otherwise, I will turn you back into the animals.
It just like scurs over to you and like climbs up and sits on your shoulder.
Quiet. Let's go.
It's like very silently humming a bit of a melody in your ear.
I will take that as a win.
you got stealth spell, Arisa?
I don't know if that's such a good idea, but sure.
Nice.
I cast Pass Without a Trace then.
Alright.
Lovely.
Okay, so you make your way further into the tunnel.
Yep.
And
I will roll for my Kekler. Oh, Captain got a natural 20. Nice. I wish I had that.
Oh, you're rolling stealth checks now.
Yeah.
That is.
That might be a good idea to do, right?
Fritz,
Thank
do
God. Okay. Based on just my roll, I also have taken precautions to, clad myself extra hooded and stuff like that. To try and minimize the amount my glowing actually shows.
We're 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
But I'm assuming,
8.
even though
9.
doing that, I'm assuming I still count in disadvantage, right?
Yeah, I mean that's what we talked about last time.
Yeah,
That would be
exactly.
too easy
No,
to
I'm just
counter
double checking.
otherwise.
It's for roleplay wise. I'm going for.
Okay, so
I'm mentioning due to my
Storm.
roll.
37.
Okay, good start.
Quite, yeah.
Dara.
28.
27. 27, I'm stupid. Yeah, 27.
I had higher than Storm.
Good job.
Fritz. Stealth check. What did you get?
Add plus 10 as well.
Huh?
Add
Plus 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. 25.
Nice.
That's good. Tazio.
25 and my character got 33.
Okay. And Arisa.
28.
And
I
of
was
course,
And
those
that is
two
on
are-
disadvantage because
Yeah.
why I was saying it was the fact that I got such a high roll because I assumed I couldn't go on the nat 20 I rolled first.
Filmar and Spiegler as well.
Right.
we gotta make sure. Those guys.
Oh my god. Natural 2 and 4.
Nice.
But it's okay. They have a good stealth.
Yes, because they are rogues.
Reg.
Rogue without good stealth is no rogue.
Oh, wrong.
Wait for my next character.
Lovely.
I'm gonna say it's a very bad rogue though.
Actually, one of the rogues that I have made and want to play with kinda is a rogue that basically has no dex. I think it had like 6 in dex.
It's an Inks character.
They still get a 20 and a 22, so it's
Nothing under
they
20.
are alright. Okay. So as you're stealthing your way through this tunnel, heading towards what might be your inevitable doom if you are not lucky.
That will
As
be
I
a
am.
inevitable doom.
Storm
Yes,
may be
you are
lucky,
right.
but the rest of you...
Yeah,
see.
he doesn't bring luck to others though.
As you're
That's
making
gross.
your way through the tunnel, I believe that is probably a good place to end the session.
Ooh.
Because we've been playing for over like 3.5 hours, so...
Yeah. Yeah, I would have to
We have sessions who are
20 minutes or so anyway, so.
Since last time was 6 hours 45 minutes, I think it's good to, keep it on the short side here just to even things
What's
out. It was 6 hours and 45 minutes without a break.
Curse of Strahd.
No,
No.
no. That one was like 5 something, I think. But our last main session was
Oh, yeah,
6:45.
Hey.
the curse of Strahd.
Or
Sure,
to be exact, it was
so-
6:43:45.
Remember?
So, with that, I believe it's a good time to end this episode. I will also try to edit the last episode soon. I haven't gotten around to doing it because it's just such a pain. Because the overlays were all screwed up, so I need to go back and post and add overlays to the combat and whatnot.
YouTube,
But yeah.
Twitter, follow.
Yeah, we got YouTube link down below. We got Twitter down below in case you want to know when we're going live. Sometimes we're very late on telling you when we're going live next time, like today.
Like 2 minutes before.
And let's face it, Twitch is not the most reliable when it comes to actually giving alerts.
No.
As proof of concept for that is, I got an alert about 10 minutes ago we were going live.
That's good.
Yeah, that is a very good.
Perfect timing. A wizard
Yeah.
is never late, nor is he ever early. He arrives precisely when he tends to.
As long as it's high, you mean?
Yeah. That will be it, though, for this week. So,
Thank you for watching.
it was a
Yeah.
very roleplay heavy session for sure.
But we did have that very bad
We have intrigue.
Stoffer would have died inside.
True. True.
Oh god.
All right. Well, in that case, until next time.